shows. It's a weekly. They do every Wednesday apparently, or they're gonna try to do it every Wednesday. These guys have been doing KOF tournaments out in Mexico for a long time, as well as other SNK series. They're really big on that stuff. And he's also a regular stream monster. He comes in here time and time again. He's always like, "Hey, Spooky, can you check my tournament out?" So this time, yes, I am gonna check his tournament. I'm gonna see what it's all about. First thing I'm gonna do is be smart. I'm gonna move myself so that you guys can see the meters properly. And then once I do that, we're gonna jump into it. Hopefully, it's gonna be some really good high-level matches. There are some strong players here, including I understand. There you go. I think I found the right spot. Including Hikari. You guys might know him, big Dragon Ball guy. He won the Dragon Ball this year. Yurikov, Robert, who used to be Team AR. He's in this one. And several others too. So it should be an interesting, good tournament. Should get a good mix of different characters and styles. We already got Hokuto Maru. We didn't see a lot of this character the last tournament. So off the bat, we're going to see something a little bit different.
This is first to 2 for those asking. First to 3 is only winners, losers, and grands. So you got to make sure you got them adaptations on deck, baby. No extra.
Well, first you got to stream your wedding. That's step 1.
Yes, Universal Anti-Air is going to
damn, he's ranked SSV.
And the level 1 should
this guy ranked up like crazy. You know, he's playing all day. SSV, huh?
Closing in on 2 supers or a red line.
Usually, if you have a character like double S tier, they say that character's too broken.
Throw right back at you. Just running the same game plan. I respect it.
Damn.
Hey, okay.
Anyway, Hokuto Maru is really good right now. I don't know if he's necessarily top tier. I'm not going to try to tier list him or anything like that. He might just be like upper mid or something like that. But he's got some good air fireball tricks. He's got really good frame data and buttons.
Nasty work.
And his hit confirms are very realistic. His biggest weakness is that outside the fireball, his range can be a little bit on the limited side. So that's his weakness. Sometimes you can keep him out.
Dialing in that kunai.
Yeah, he's been playing since the betas. He played in beta 1 and beta 2, I believe. For sure, he played in beta 2.
Goes out. Looks like
he might have also played during beta 1. But Hokuto Maru, we didn't get to play this character until the final builds.
Yeah,
so he wasn't in beta.
But still trying to keep the offense going.
He wasn't that hard to figure out as far as the character goes. It was more like figuring out how to play him efficiently against the other smart players.
I didn't know if you do it in the air, it's only 2 hits, it looks like. That's great knowledge to know right there, because normally, like I said, it's about 17 hits.
That was absolutely
so his fireball super right now, if you just block it and you try to punish, sometimes you can be pushed out of range and the timing is tricky. So the tech that the good players are doing right now is they block the first part and then they red parry a little bit of the super just so it doesn't push them out completely, and then that way they can get perhaps a close range punish rather than a long range punish. It makes it a little bit easier to deal with.
To get bigger damage. Of course, I'm saying that because I also
let me know how the audio is, guys, if you want me to turn it louder or lower or something like that. Otherwise, we should be good to go to check some of these out.
Will be a massive reward too.
Maybe.
Really could.
It looks to me a little bit like if he's the blue with the blue hair, it looks to me a little bit like K49s. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh, right option. Yeah, that's how you deal with teleport.
And that character was based on Akira. I am not Akira. That's basically what he was based on.
Just a little faster.
So if it looks familiar to you, yeah, it does look a lot like K49s.
Ooh, okay.
That character's gone. They don't really put him in the game anymore. They probably got worried about getting sued. So they rebranded him as Unknown. Whoa, it has a tall hitbox. Damn, really good block on the overhead that actually kept him in the game.
Oh, Yuriko puts himself in overheat.
Ooh,
and
that was so close.
Yeah, he was at a disadvantage there. Trying to scramble, you can see, to just kind of close things out. But Robert with the patience.
Are you like a fan of mine or something?
You like a fan of mine or something?
He said, nice cosplay, bro.
Anyway, what up, YouTube? Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Let me triple check and make sure that this is working right for you guys.
Go be a ninja.
Looks like it is. Oh, no, that's the old stream. This is the new stream. Okay, yeah, looks like it's working.
Bro, you mentioned Billy. They're also doing the not so bad thing with Billy, too.
Oh, no, this is the wrong chat, though. Hold on.
Yeah, that one also.
Talk to you guys.
Just hanging out with Terry Bogard. I'm like, but why, bro?
He's like, you killed my master, but he also killed your dad, so, you know, I guess we're cool.
That looks right.
It almost feels like they're trying to wrap up story plot lines and like, kind of give characters a resolution.
Which
I think for Billy, it's great that he has like moral ambiguity, because like it's like, are you really evil, or were you just working for Geese? You know, because you were so loyal to him, and now that Geese is gone, it's like you can be your own man, right? So.
Anyway, today, once again, for anybody watching on
IGX
YouTube, we
Software
have
on
2
in,
tournaments
really
lined up that we
trying
want
to
to
catch him
watch.
at that 2B.
This one happened last night, but one of the organizers asked me to check it out. And then later on, we'll be checking out live the
Okay.
Paragon
Yeah,
FGC
Yurikov likes
tournament.
to
It
use
happens
those- he
every
likes to end his
Thursday,
strings with
and it
the
tends to
kunai
have some of the
to,
best North America
tack
players
down your
entering.
overheat meter. And it definitely,
Some
I mean, your
Mexico
red
and some
meter, it
Canada
works out
enters
'cause
it
he's been
too,
putting a lot of
so-
opponents into overheat.
If you guys are interested, we're going to check it out together.
Look at this, just the constant jump backs too. Robert not looking to commit.
Yeah, now I don't even think they call him
About to
Cronin
be
anymore. Now they
cooled
just
down.
call him.
There it
Don't they
is.
just call him Unknown or something like that now?
But once
Oh
he
no,
knew
that's
Norris
right.
from Yurikov,
They called
he
him
actually
Unknown
really took
first,
Robert
and
out
now they
of
call him
break
Cronin.
there.
I'm sorry. Thanks for the correction,
That's what
Dynamite
you
Pete.
don't
You're
want.
right.
Too slow. Try
You
to
are
get the
exactly
big
right.
punish there. You gotta just defend that one. Just defend guard cancel that one there.
Yeah, you are in another dimension now, Raph. You're entering the YouTube dimension. It's a different world.
Pushes him out. Oh, trying to just tag him down with
Oh,
that.
that's a counter.
Oh,
He
got
can do
caught.
elbow. Yes,
gonna be
nice.
good for
Good
Yurikov.
confirm.
Level 1 super. Here we go.
That was smart.
Clean work.
If he didn't get into overheat, he might have been able to kill without
Yurikov
spending
really
bar,
needs to
but
bring
because
this
he
to
was
a
overheat, he had to
1-1
spend meter.
match here.
Is Hokuto Maru top tier right now?
Didn't
Maybe.
leave anything
It's a
to,
little early for me to tier
the
him,
imagination,
period,
He
right?
didn't, like,
But
attempt
most
to
players
just
right
go up
now,
DP
and
break.
keep in mind, the
He's like,
game
nope,
is still
let me just
new,
cash out
so
while I
don't
can
take what
and
I'm telling you as a
then everything I
gospel,
do
Mr. Kane.
just to get to the
Right
next game,
now,
which is so
a lot
important.
of people consider Kine the best character, the #1, and the rest of the meta
And
is
that's gonna be a
around
massive
who is
punish here,
pretty good at fighting
Could've
Kine.
gotten a little bit
And
more
it turns
off
out
of
that one of the
because
characters
it was a
that is
wild
good at
punch,
fighting
right?
Kine is
So
Hokuto
could've
Maru.
gone for
He's
the hit
got
and
some
the
ways
right
around his
follow-up into the
BS.
combo, but
He's
is
got
able
really
to
good
actually throw the
damage. He's
start
got good
on the
up close
Red Bull.
game. That type of thing.
I do think it's funny that
So
that super
typically,
is,
any
like,
character that has a
all-encompassing. Like,
pretty
his
good
other
matchup
super
against
is
Kine,
what
even
you're
if it's
supposed
like
to
you consider
use
5.5
for, like, wake-up matches,
Kine's favor,
right?
something like
Or,
that.
like, a
Anybody that has a
giant
pretty good
anti-air
matchup
DP,
against
but
Kine,
it
they're
kinda
probably a
sucks, right?
contender
It doesn't
for
have
upper
much
mid
range
or
on it,
top
so
tier.
You just go for the orb instead.
Word. Yeah, because he's pretty good. Good character.
Ooh,
Seems pretty
slow.
strong.
Overheats in. Oh, this is big.
But even those guys, Score, ET, and the Masters, if you ask them who they think the best character is, they're going to tell you that they think Kine is the best character.
God. Gets the close D into the follow-up. What a comeback
Wow.
from Robert.
Clutch combo.
Damn,
That was
Yurikov
insane.
Took the bait, man. Hook, line, and sink. Like, what was on the end of that, bro? Coffee? I know Yurikov likes coffee, bro. He put that on
Keep
the
in mind
edge.
that we still don't
Got
have
him.
some of the characters for this season, so that could change things around a lot too. We don't have Andy yet. We don't have Joe, Mr. Big, Ken, Chun-Li. None of those characters are in the game yet, so we don't know how
Just
things are
on
going
your
to change
negative
when those
frame
characters
cross
show up.
super, I respect the hustle. Robert going for the
Nasty.
overhead.
He's got
I've definitely
defense.
been doing, like, level
He's got
1
an invincible
and if my
super.
opponent blocks it and tries to
He
run
doesn't
up,
have a
throwing
regular
into the level 1
uppercut.
super
You're not
has
wrong
been
there,
working.
but you don't need an uppercut to have good defense in this game. Keep in mind that you have Just
You know what?
Defend.
You know
Just
what?
Defend is sick. You have Zero Frame
I
Super.
got some
That's
super
really
chats
strong.
for you. But we'll talk about it once this round's over.
Oh, it's about to be over right now. We're gonna get enough meter. Drop everything. Yup, that's going to be it. Build
I
the
think
bar in
to
time.
say that
Robert's
Hokuto
gonna
Maru
lose.
has no
It's a
defense
top
is selling the
three
character
winner
short a
side.
bit.
Absolute fire there from Robert. One game away from getting to grand finals winner's side. But Rome, let me tell you. Let me lay it on you. DP break into normal DP, into your invincible DP. It works every
The
time.
dodge
bro.
mechanic? Are you talking about going
Especially
into the
if
background
you're
or whatever?
Marco, because Marco's DP break
Or are you
takes him off
talking about the
ground,
auto
but it's only
dodge moves?
-2.
Yeah, but so does
Then you
everybody
do
else.
DP break, and then you just do
So does
regular
everybody
DP.
else, Roman.
Works every time.
Works
It ain't
every
free
time.
just 'cause you
Yeah,
have an
'cause the
uppercut.
average player
Uppercuts
just
get baited
will
in this
throw
game.
immediately after, right? Like, as soon as you DP break, they'll try to throw because they figure it's the safest punish that they can do.
The only
Like,
character
throwing
whose
another DP,
uppercut
man,
is
that's
semi-free
nasty
right
work
now
right there,
is
man. I'm about
the
to go do
Kine
my rank
uppercut.
after this.
That was kind of stupid.
But yeah,
But yeah, I
it
mean,
is
we're
what it is.
talking about a lot of the characters.
That's not
right?
true, Roman. That's
A lot
not
of
true.
the
That's what I mean
characters
about
and stories
you
here,
selling
and
the
that's
character
one
shirt
that
when you
his
talk like
wing
that.
going
One
against
knockdown the
Terry
corner
says
ain't a
he
rap,
can't stay
bro.
living. That's
That's the
funny.
opposite
Bro's
of a
not
rap
keep
in this
that same
game.
energy in the
Use your
story at all.
defense.
Yeah, he keeps that energy on the
Oh yeah,
phone,
so
bro.
you're
He's not
talking
really
about
that life.
there's a universal anti-air move and there's a
It is what it
universal
is.
overhead move. So they
But,
have
you
strengths
know,
and they have
Robert's gonna
weaknesses.
move on. We
The
got our
strength, of
top
course,
eight
is that when it
still.
hits,
Oh, no,
you
we got
can
our top eight
cancel
completely
only
figured
to
out, actually.
specials or
So
to
you
feint.
guys hit
So you
exclamation
can't
mark bracket. You can see who's here.
cancel
The
to
other side
regular
of this top eight
buttons. So
winners
that's not
is gonna
allowed.
be
But that
Tamago
being said, they
versus
are
Joss,
strong.
which you're gonna see coming up next. And on the loser side, it's
But
ShadowX and
the
Eric
weakness is
KLF
that a lot
and
of them
Low
are
Cost
really
versus
bad on
Bashir.
block.
So
So
good to
you
see
have to be
Eric
careful
KLF and
about
Bashir
not
make it
abusing
through. We
it too
haven't
much
seen them
because
on
they'll
stream,
wait for you to do it.
but nice to see
But
them
the anti-air
pursue
attack
through
is
this
very
and
strong right now.
stack
And
that
The overhead
back,
attack is
man.
not bad too.
81 players for anything Fatal Fury. Of course, it's a brand new game, but still, it sounds really nice to say.
They're
that.
useful. They're good to
It
have.
does
I
sound
would not.
incredibly
If you
nice
play
to
the game,
say,
you should
incredibly
use
nice to
those
say that
attacks.
people are just
You just
having a
gotta
great time
learn how to
with
use
the
them
game
right
as
and
well.
not do
Oh,
them
Roman,
too
no, we also
predictable all
found
the
out
time
that Terry
because
is a
then
street
you'll get
artist.
yourself in trouble.
Yeah, he's nice
A
with it
damn
too.
good one. Yeah.
He drew the monument on.
Rap
Billy
points out that
King's
Hotaru has a 4-frame
right.
uppercut right now.
Yeah.
You have to
We're
use
now
different
gonna
safe
find out who
jumps
the
against
artist
her than
here
the
is.
other
Tamago
characters.
versus Jaws.
She beat some of the other safe
yeah.
jumps.
Freaker in top 8, bro. Doing it for all the freaks out there.
He is, man. It's because I'm here commentating, bro. That's all. Damn, I should have grabbed. You know what?
I'm
If he
actually
wins-
surprised to see a Vox.
Well, this is winners.
We don't
finals,
see
so
this
he's
character
still
too
gonna
much
be in this.
anymore.
Just remind me, I gotta run and grab
Yeah,
the
so
cutout. I
Mr.
still got
Kind,
the Vox Reaper cutout
Evil
from the
Japan,
showcase.
I will be there,
Oh, that's
but
fine.
I won't be
Yeah,
doing
pull it up
commentary.
behind
I'll be helping run the production. But I'll tell you some
Mhm.
of the people that I've been told are supposed to
Full-on
be there.
conversion.
Yipes is supposed to go. That's
Say
already
your
exciting
prayers.
off the
Oh,
bat.
say your
Tasty
prayers. He's
Steve
about
is
to
supposed to
hold
be
this
there.
boss up.
I think
Jump into the
Ringe is gonna
dome.
be there, and
Bullet
Sajam.
extension
I
all the way
think
to the
I'm
wall.
sorry if I'm lying to you about
Are we
that
gonna
one.
make this
Those
easy
are the
for
4
him
I
at
that
all?
I
That
know
was
for
a
pretty
massive
sure are
amount of damage,
going.
but
There's some other
he's
people that are
gonna
going
lose
too,
around. I have
but you
noticed
should
that
expect to hear a lot of
JD
Yipes,
angle on
a
it
lot of
is so
Sajam, a lot of
good
Ringe, and a lot of
for
Tasty
Vox.
Steve,
Jaws has been,
alongside
in
some
a
other
lot of
commentators
situations where
too.
He's backed in the corner and just goes for neutral jump or back jump JD, and it's able to score.
Bro,
a
I
lot of
think you're
strong
sleeping
counters.
on Hokuto
Yeah,
Maru,
people just
Roman.
abandon
I'm
it.
sorry,
You see
bro.
character, like, you see
I
how
mean,
running
opinions
around
are
the
opinions,
screen,
but
right?
you're definitely
It's like
sleeping,
ants
bro.
when you turn the light on,
Didn't
they
you just
start
see the
scattering,
guy
like,
above
that's
that was
literally
saying
how
that
Hotaru
Score,
runs.
ET, and
So
some of
it's-
the
it's
best
a
players in
not
the
a
world
bad
are playing
normal to
Hokuto
just
Maru?
jump out
That
to
should be
just
telling you something,
put
bro.
some damage on. That was a horrible
Those good
DP,
players
bro.
don't pick whack characters.
God-awful
They only
DP,
pick good
though.
characters. The fact that they're playing that character should be telling you
I
a
can't
lot.
make that joke
You're sleeping
anymore.
on your own
It's funny,
character,
but
bro.
still.
It was a hard read that did not work out, and unfortunately, it looks like it's not working out.
Oh,
too
yeah,
well
that's right.
for
Vicious,
Jaws
I
in
believe he's
game
supposed to be
number
there
one. At
too.
least
They have a lot of
Tamago
Street
is gonna
Fighter
take that with
commentators.
flying colors. Jaws still has.
Yeah,
an
that's what I'm telling you. You're
opportunity
sleeping on your own
to adjust
character. You
here, but
playing
again,
Hokuto
one
Maru
of the
and you're saying
downsides
he's
of Vox
bad.
is just how
I'm
straightforward
telling you,
it
the
is.
best players in the
How
world are playing Hokuto Maru
straightforward
right now.
and,
Those guys don't play scrub
kinda
characters, bro.
predictable the character
Those
can
guys only
be.
pick good
So we're gonna see how
characters.
Jaws is
That
gonna
should
be
be
able to
telling you a
swap
lot.
things up against such a tricky character to deal with in neutral and on defense in the form of Hotaru.
Yeah, you're gonna need a little bit more than just like.
Yeah, exactly,
you know,
bro. Don't be
what you bring
downplaying.
to the table
Don't be
to
downplaying
fight
too much.
Not only a character like Hotaru, but someone of Tamago's pacing, right?
Get
He's
yourself
gonna
in
really
trouble
run
with the
your
downplay.
pockets and force you to play at his pacing here. So Jaws unable to really adapt just yet. We still got this extra game. That's why Tamago was asking in chat. He was like, "Yo, 3 games? I gotta go crazy, man. All gas."
No break.
Candace bottom tier.
You know what I mean?
See, that's the defensive downplay. You
okay,
downplay
finally
your
the
captain
DP
before they
break
even
there, no
out,
one
just so they
home.
don't nerf them.
Wow, just setting out the DP. I do have to admit, I am very impressed at how much Jaws is just willing to send out the DP with no fear here.
But he has defense.
Playing a very prediction-heavy style for Vox.
He got better
That's the big
defense than
problem
I
with
could think of
Vox,
like
man.
at
Those
least
big
3 or 4
whiffs
characters that
right
his
there.
defense is
The
better
far
than, man.
normals are strong when they can connect,
Definitely got
but
better
they have
defense
the
than
worst
fucking
hitboxes when
what's
it
his
comes to
name?
anti-air. And
The
actually,
grappler
you really
dude,
can't
Griffin.
anti-air with,
Why
like,
can't I think of his name
heavy
right
normals
now?
from that kind of range anyways, right? That's something that like KOF players like us are used to are having in our arsenal.
Oh,
You're in that. I don't got an uppercut, so I don't got defense mindset, bro.
Ah,
That
see,
that
just
shit
brought
don't
it
mean
up right
nothing.
there. Completely
This
whipping
game
through,
got
and
defensive
Hotaru's
mechanics
gonna
without
see this through
uppercuts.
as well.
You can pull that shit
Falcons
off.
Tamago, set point.
Yeah, this does not feel like a good matchup.
Nah.
This game
With-
got
with
push
how
block.
much, Vox's
This game got a
blitz
lot of good
actually
defensive
hurt and how
mechanics.
quickly
Universal
Hotaru can close the
anti-air.
gap.
Ah, that was a good one, but he got Farby. Okay. Capitalize a bit there. Burn the ash.
Super gonna secure a nice knockdown.
Yeah, they have Just Defend,
Goes for
and
the
then
cross
now
with
they
the
have
JD.
a red parry
Able to
version
secure
of Just Defend. They
but
call it
not able to
hyper
escape out of
defense.
all this pressure.
And so
The
that
low's
means that
gonna
even if
connect
you're in a
along with the
block
corpse
string
run.
already,
Tamago's
let's say
been
you know what
eating
move they're gonna
people
do.
alive with that corpse run.
Sometimes what'll happen is level 0. Or,
I
oh
was gonna say,
no,
oh,
ho ho
okay.
ho! You're about to take mad
This
damage.
is
Watch
good.
this.
We can mount some serious offense here.
Oh
How much
my
we willing
God.
To gamble on, though? We're gonna spend all
He
of it.
made him
Okay.
pay.
That's all right. Put the mask
him pay
on,
big
baby.
for that
Mask
mistake.
on, mask off. Dude, I still want the half mask. Even though I don't play him anymore, I still think the half mask is sick.
I mean, and that's nice to go for, right? 2 bars makes sense, and you want to get your rev meter completely refunded. Oh no, but committed to the dash punch, and Tamago is gonna move on to winners final.
Yeah, but you're talking real absolute,
I just
Roman. You're just
noticed
like,
the
yeah, my
pouch
character
in
has
her
bad
shirt
defense
is
because I don't have an
flower
uppercut.
pattern.
That's not
unique.
that's not how this game works. You know what I mean? That's not how this game works at all.
You pointed out.
I just noticed it. Yeah, I don't know if it was like that in Mark of the Wolves. It was kind of hard to tell. But
Damn, that
that's
was
a great
fast.
design philosophy. And she's got the
That-
flowers.
every-
all around
I'm
her,
surprised
right?
that more people are not saying this needs to be 3 out of
Great stuff,
5.
and,
Because sometimes the
Tamago's gonna
matches
take
go
that
so
one.
quick.
I mean, you know, he is him. He is right back in this winners final, so he will be meeting Robert much later on. We're going to be moving down to the loser side of the bracket, of course. Looks like we're going to have Lokov and Bashir coming to the stage.
Okay.
Haven't seen Bashir play this game yet, so wanna know
I
who's
see
gonna be
Lokov
running.
a little
Bashir,
bit.
also another really strong KOF player. I mean, everyone in this bracket. I'm looking at all these names. It's all KOF gods up in here, you know, as it should be, baby.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna
KOF.
talk about. So with hyper defense,
Can't escape, man.
the
As it
level
should be.
0
That's
of
what
the
I
game
wanna
when
see.
you first start playing is you got stuff like
Super
Jenny's
excited
got
to see the way that this is
the
going
Konosuke
to
forward
turn
punch series,
out.
and she can break after, right?
Here coming up, and I
And so
feel
if
like
you
we just
block
see
it,
more
she's
Lokov,
minus,
right?
but then she's
More
got
of
gimmicks
this
after. She can do stuff
Marco,
like she could red
because
blow
I-
and try to catch
I
you
need
for
the
trying to
type where I
attack her while
need
she's
to
minus,
use
that type of
Marco. I
thing.
desperately
But if you
want
use hyper
him to
defense
be
on that
a good
move, as an
character.
example, because you're getting the extra
I
frames
feel
from
it,
hyper
man. I
defense,
know. It
you can
sucks
put her
when,
in a
like, the
situation
character
where it's
you
really
wanna
dangerous for her to
play
press a button.
It's not either they don't play to your liking, so like they might be a solid character, but you just might not be.
Anyway,
comfortable
hyper
with them.
defense is one of
That's
the.
how
It's
I felt
not
with
what I
Vice
like
in
about it is
KOF
that it's a
16.
simple
They finally
mechanic.
released her. I was
It's
really
not very
happy, but I was like,
advanced to
man, I
use,
don't-
but
I was like, it's not
applying
bad what
hyper
she's doing,
defense
I
in
just-
the
it
right
doesn't fit
situations
my
is
gameplay
advanced.
style.
And
play
even
style.
the first
Yeah,
couple of
which
weeks or the
sucks,
first
you know,
month of the
but then-
game,
and then
you're not going to
sometimes
see
you
players
do
using
get the
hyper
character,
defense a lot
and,
in a
you
lot
know,
of
they just suck,
situations.
right? They
But
just
you
really
know, give
can't.
it month
KOF
2,
15. But
month
thankfully,
3,
Billy
as people
King
get
in this
more
game
comfortable with that kind of
is the
mechanic.
man, he is top tier. We haven't seen much of him, and I expected that
He's-
to happen.
Yeah, I don't know about
He's
that, Roman.
very
I don't know
good
about
in this
that.
game. I don't know if it's.
I'm pretty
just-
sure
I don't
most
know if
people
he's,
will
like,
tell you that
legit-
Hokuto Maru is
legitimately
probably
top
at least
tier,
upper mid. He
or
might
if
be
it's
S tier.
just an early symptom of zoners being very strong early on in a fighting game, right? You look at any fighting game, zoners are always difficult to deal with. It's usually zoners and grapplers start off terrorizing people.
Oh shit,
Because
Marco
there is a
player?
lot
Hell
of good
yeah.
tech to deal with some of his really common options, right? And if he whiffs a far C, you just kill him. You just kill him.
I think he's a common case of like you mentioned, column A, column B, like really good early on because we don't know what we're doing just yet, and also zoning archetypes. But also, I think he's a character that's great to fight, to learn the mechanics because of how his
He
moves
had an
are. Like,
infinite the
you're
first
gonna have to
version,
just
but
defend
they
a lot
removed
of
it
his
pretty
stuff, but
quickly.
We'll get there when we get there.
That
But
infinite only
Bashir,
lived for like 3
going for that
days.
low cost, so we got Marco versus Rock Howard. All right.
Already trying to play a little bit of that.
I
zone
like
game and
Rufo.
sending
He's a
out
homie. I wouldn't
yes,
put
Tatsu.
too much stock in a
Rufo
Rufo manga
Mexican
tier
too?
list.
I like Marco's rev blow. He's got one of the few rev
Rufo
blows
Manga's a
that
good
someone
role
does not
player.
maybe
He's
the only
smart.
rev blow.
He's pretty
It's
nice.
actually in a
But you
combo
know,
extension and
he,
not a
he
combo
ain't winning
extension.
one of these tournaments. You know what I
Yes,
mean? I
that's
put
the
more
big
stock
thing
in a
about
tier list
him.
made
Definitely
by
some
somebody that
nasty
plays
stuff with
often
it.
at the highest level of the game.
didn't
That's
actually
someone
get
that you should put
follow-up
more stock
there.
into their tier
Must have
list.
gone for the miss
I'm not
input,
saying
or
you
no,
shouldn't
didn't
take
go for
Rufus'
follow-up because
advice
we were
because he does
nearly
give really good
overheated.
advice
That's why
and he
you
makes
can
nice
see,
guides for the
the
characters.
way
I'm
that
not trying to make it sound like I'm
Tamago versus
downplaying what
that
Rufus did,
plays
but
Marco,
I wouldn't.
he
Don't
revs
put
up
all your
so
chips
quickly.
in the Rufo manga
He's
tier list
always
basket.
playing
That's
on
all I'm
that
saying.
knife's edge.
You're doing yourself
Yeah,
a
it's like you
disservice if
mentioned,
you do
right?
that.
His low confirms aren't the best, right? He
Yeah,
only
but
gets, like,
followers
EX
is
kick off of the
followers.
one, maybe
That's
DP
like
off the
asking about
one.
my tier
So when
list. You know what I
Lokov gets
mean?
that
Like,
big, chunky, like heavy punch
I
normal,
wouldn't.
he's like, well,
Even
it's
I
better
wouldn't
than my
respect
only
a tier list
time
I
being
made
heavy
for this
open, so,
game.
like,
You know what I
gotta
mean?
catch
I
up.
respect a tier list made by like
Yeah, and the big thing
ET
too about
or
it
like
is he
Shan,
actually
who's
came
really
in
good
from
right now.
Sparta.
Even Marn. Marn Teller good.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
A tier list that he
Do
made will
either of
probably
them.
sound a
They're
lot,
just
make or
for
sound a lot more
trying to go
sensible than
for
the tier
wild
list that I made.
punches or counter hits.
Yo, if I was him, I'd be getting my Kyokugiri a refund, bro. This school is trash. Y'all ain't teaching me how to confirm from far normals. What's up with that, man?
Oh,
I'm
here
going
we
to
go.
learn something else.
DP out of the pressure does get blown up, and that's the crumple. Basher gonna be able to take that round.
So he definitely got hit on like the last frame of
You know
that
how it
red
is,
blow.
man.
I
They gotta
wonder if
make,
he tried to
they gotta make,
anti-air
you know, the
or press,
biggest
or maybe press, like,
content
universal anti-air
that's,
too late or
you know,
DP or something,
clickbaity.
and
And
he's
tier
lost.
list, when the game first comes out, everybody's always like, yo, what's the tier list? I need to know the tiers. Who's top tier in this game?
Oh, into the overhead.
So the big creators, they go for that stuff.
2 bars spent, closing the gap there as well with that heavy Tatsu.
Yeah, I like that. Build a little meter. Very resourceful.
I
Those two-
really think
Who do you have the right to complain about, Matt Talk? I'm not sure.
Like overwhelms his opponent with buttons.
I won't say that I don't value your opinion.
Definitely, he got overwhelmed right there, man.
You definitely got some good Tizok stuff going. I won't say that I don't value your opinion.
blocked, actually.
Big fireball into
That's
the
all I'm
two.
saying. All I'm
See
saying
a
is don't,
classic
again, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking down
Great,
about
man.
Rufa. Rufa's a homie.
That's
He's the
how you
man.
use a feint,
Just,
man. That's why I love how
don't
multifaceted they
put all
are.
your eggs
You know,
in
you
the
can use
Rufa manga
feints to
tier list
extend your
basket.
combos,
That's all
or
I'm
you can
saying.
use them for mix-ups right there, using it to put the bait out there for Bashir to jump.
That's
in
the
and
one
beat
that's
that
pretty
whole
well
last
known,
team.
Roman. Most people will tell you
Yoken
that
Karate
they
is
consider Kine to
invincible.
be the #1 character. And I mean, that's all across the board. The scrubs hate fighting Kine, and the good players, they're like, man, Kine seems really good. He's got this, he's got that, he's got good feints, he's got good fireballs, he's got good comeback potential,
Bro,
that type of
also
thing.
Marco's
Most
ending?
people, when they're talking about
that
their
shit
top
warmed my
3
heart,
in this
bro.
game, Kine is
man,
if
it
he's
was
not the
nice.
number
Takes
1
over
on their
the
list,
screen,
he's in the
becomes a
conversation.
master, Gets his own
Finally.
students. Finally, bro, he deserves it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised actually. All those guys talk about Score, ET, Zhao Hai. None of those guys are playing Kine. Isn't that interesting? Maybe they just don't like his playstyle.
Oh, anti-air with the Tatsu? Interesting.
We see him a lot more in the West. In the West, we got so many good Kine players. Even Chris G, Beta 1 and Beta 2. I know right now he's playing Salvatore, but Beta 1 and Beta 2, Chris G was playing Kine, and when I fought his Kine, I was like, wow, this is tough to beat. His Kine was godlike.
More so than you see a lot of people actually willing to build it up just with random EX moves here and there.
Ooh.
Sometimes,
Yeah, the recovery
but
from
you
air
don't
Red
see,
Bull.
like, it's still like basically
Look,
week
the
2
Volkov is
or
in
week
and
3,
out.
right? So you're
That's
not gonna
all
see
the
it
low.
universally used in a lot of situations. The perfect example is that Jenny move I talked about, the Kotosuka forward punch from Jenny. That's a move that I imagine later on, when the game's been out for a while, the best players, they're gonna hyper defense that shit almost on reaction, right? But right now, you don't see a lot of people hyper defending that move. And that move, the weakness of that move is hyper defense. If you hyper defense a second into that move, she can't press anything. She can't even press Red Bull most of the time.
It's still definitely not dastardly here. Eight. No.
Oh no, my talk said fuck Jenny. You play grapplers though. You play the grappler. The grappler player, he's gonna learn how to defend that type of move because otherwise they're gonna do it on you over and over, right?
Hit that horse stance.
You're gonna learn that faster than like a rock player. A rock player is just gonna uppercut.
They
You don't
got
give a fuck.
bears in the gym.
You do this and press a button after, I'm gonna uppercut your ass. That's how a rock player would think.
He is, man. I'm glad like he's finally back, right? Because a lot of the endings.
But yeah, hyper
for
defense is a
KOF
good way to
games, they've
take
been
away
teasing
that
it.
type of
He's
otherwise
got-
really
he's
oppressive
backhand coach,
move.
and they're like, nah, you
Hyper
good.
defense the
First
second
time he's
hit.
been playable in over 20 years, and I sincerely hope
Damn, he's
leads
mixing
to
it
the
up.
next KOF game, please.
Ooh, the feints.
No, I think a
Oh,
lot
he
of
crossed
characters,
himself up.
Even Preacher, like a new Muay Thai kind of team.
No
would
throws
be
for you,
sick.
buddy.
Uh-oh, but here we go.
You see
Puts
the
it in
name Basher,
corner.
just take away the
Hook
B and
off.
put it in an M. You
Gets
already
the
know.
just defend,
That's the
having a
style.
difficult time finding a way out.
See? He's a masher.
I just realized that Marco's high evade, it looks like the Luigi slide smash. It does, right? Like the chop. Like,
It does.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Nice
yeah,
combo.
puts it up into the super. Getting close
Good
in the
break.
gap, tries to dash in for the throw.
That's it.
God damn. The level 1 super does a grip.
Yeah, the jump scare right there with the negative edge.
God
You gotta
damn, he hits
justify
hard.
That one instantly. Lokov not going to give Bashir a chance. Bashir is actually going to be
Who's the
eliminated
guy from
from
Enter the Dragon?
bracket, as
Do y'all know who I'm
Lokov
talking
is.
about?
I just love how nice this guy is too, bro. If you're shouldering something heavy, you should always ask for help.
He got
You
killed
know.
by the main villain near the end of the
Yeah,
movie. I wish I
nice
could remember
guy.
his name. What up, Zaladin?
He is. Marco's just a ball.
Not
of
Bruce Lee.
positivity, bro.
Talking about
He's
the
just
black
so
guy.
passionate about what he
No,
does,
that's not-
about
that wasn't
the
Enter the
movie of
Dragon.
karate.
Dynamite Pete.
He is. He loves it. He loves it,
And
I gotta
love
go
him,
look
bro.
up his
I
name.
love
Hold
him.
on.
What a character.
Jim
What a
Kelly.
character.
Yes, thank
But
you, Jim
we do
Kelly.
get to see
Anyway,
more of
whenever I
Lokov
see
in the
Marco, I
bracket
think of Jim
moving
Kelly a
forward
little
on the
bit.
loser side of things.
Yeah,
We'll
there
be
you
going
go.
up against Jaws
Thank you, Roman. You're correct too.
Mm.
Jim Kelly. That's
very
right.
shortly, but first we are going to be having ShadowX versus Erikov.
Yeah, Game of Death was the one
we'll
with
see how
Kareem
that goes.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Another rock
He
player
was a
coming
student
up
of
from
Bruce Lee.
ShadowX. Don't know who Eric.
That's why they put him in the movie. He was Bruce Lee's
Maybe
student, and then
Terry.
Bruce Lee was like, you
Who
know
have
what?
we
You're
seen
so
tonight? We
tall.
haven't
Let's put
seen
you in a
Mai,
movie.
We haven't seen.
We haven't seen Salvador.
Salvatore.
It was interesting to
Billy.
see how, even though he
As
was
good as
slower
Billy
because
is,
he was
which
big,
like I was gonna
you know,
mention
his
earlier,
kicks
I
were
expected
scary.
it. Even a top tier Billy Kane, unless he's.
I mean, I'm not allowed to do that on
you know,
Twitch. You trying to get me in
2002
trouble, KK?
broken,
I'm not trying to
broken.
get banned, man.
People are just not gonna play the.
I stream a
characters
Bruce Lee
often,
movie.
because
You
he's
already
like-
know they're coming for me.
It's his archetype, right? People don't want to play characters
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Billy Kane. I do.
And he-
They don't. So.
I do like his owner, and Billy is a little, he is a little bit on the boring side.
All right, so we
but
got
when he's fun,
ShadowX versus
and that's why I
Erikov
like
up
playing him
next.
too.
Man, too bad
I was
Just
gonna
Frame
say,
ain't here. He's the
boring
one that
don't
asked
pay
me
the
to stream
bills,
this.
baby. 1.5
That's
million
right,
on
bro.
the
Yeah, you look
line,
like something out of a
bro.
comic book.
Bro, if
That's
I
just a
win that,
classic line.
I'm gonna buy a bill like the actual Kane. I'm just gonna buy one, bro. I want to
You
become
come straight
Billy
out of a
IRL,
comic
bro.
book.
You gonna buy your Billy Club, bro?
Let's buy a Billy Kane, bro. That's all.
Oh, but it has been a lot of fun so far tonight.
Yeah, he
and
had
the
no idea
tournament
how
is
good
not
he
over
was,
yet.
that's
Let
why.
everyone know that we are currently
And then
in
he had the
top
metal glove
8
on,
here
too.
at JustFrame. If they want to see some high-level Fatal Fury action, this is the place to be tonight. The place to be every single Wednesday night to watch some good-ass Fatal Fury.
Oh yeah, and if you want to be generous with your wallets too, we appreciate that. The match arena is currently at $52.50. Let's get it up to $60 if we can. That's a lot of you in the chat. Even 50 cents goes a long way for these players. So let's hope these players get some nice moolah, nice little dinner, you know, that they could buy with their earnings here, or perhaps pocket, you know, and save for.
What I
future
think about the
events.
gameplay so far, so my
definitely
honest
support the
opinion,
house if you
I
can.
think this
Support
game
JustFrame,
is
support
fun
Fatal
in that it
Fury,
has a lot of
support
good
us if you can.
interactivity.
They're doing it big
Kind
right
of no
now.
matter
Lots
what
of-
character you
lots of
fight,
hype
sometimes
events
you get
coming up,
oppressed
lots
in this
of,
game, but kind of no matter what
games
character you
obviously
fight,
on the way. We know
you know,
that the
even when
fighting
you
game is gonna
lose
be,
really badly,
coming out,
there
you know,
was
eventually
at
some
some
point,
point
but
something you
we
could
still
have
got so
done.
much Fatal
So
Fury
I like
development, right?
that
We didn't
part
even touch
about it.
DLC
The
yet,
thing
man.
that I don't
That's
like
gonna be coming,
is actually the
as soon
combo
as, like,
system,
another
and that's
month or so.
because you got
All
so
of
many out of
season
17
one
characters,
looks so
maybe
great. I
15
can't
of
wait to try
them.
out Mr.
The best
Big.
combo
I also
is
can't wait
do a
to see,
button,
what's gonna be
feint,
happening
do a
for
button,
future
do an EX
seasons,
move,
whether it
do another
be,
EX
a lot
move,
of
do
other
a
Fatal
super.
Fury
Hooray, you did the
returning.
best
Everyone
combo.
has a pretty
And
good
that I
idea
find that to be a
who
little boring. I
the
wish the
first
combo
character in
system was
season
more
2 is gonna be,
expressive.
right? Our girl.
And that's like
Blue
across
Mary,
the board.
she's
I'm
got a
serious.
model in
Out
the
of
game.
17
She's
characters,
looking
15
good. She's
15 of those
looking
17,
lean
the
and
best combo
buff.
is for real.
All right.
And she's
Do
the
an
stuff,
EX move,
right?
do another EX move, do a
Yeah,
super. Hooray, you
I
did a
just gotta
combo.
see the arms without the jacket on, bro. They gotta give her back the guns, okay?
That's the one thing that they could improve on.
Yeah, I want to see that for sure. I also want to see some Rick Stroud, man. Hopefully some Duck King will pull up, you know, hang out with his
I like
friend
the graphical
Salvatore.
style too. It makes me
yeah,
think of
Skyrim
when they
is
first
likely.
started
I think
trying to
Duck
do
King is
CG
likely.
style
People
games, you
love
know?
that character.
There's no way they put the Ducks in Terry stage and not Duck
That part I
King.
like a
That would
lot.
just be
The music's pretty
diabolical
good.
if that
He's
was the play.
he's even got the ducks in Street Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like,
That's
There's
true.
not a lot of single
Yeah,
player
hold
stuff to
on to
do,
those
but
Duck
that's
King
typical of a
stocks,
fighting
alright?
game, right?
Yeah, I ain't give up. I mean, I'm a
If you
Duck
think
King
about
fan,
some of the
so I'm
best
looking
fighting games
forward
that
to
ever
seeing
came
what
out, the
it
single
would look
player
like
is almost
eventually. I mean, they
non-existent.
did say at the Evo Showcase they're looking to make this like the definitive Fatal
Alpha
Fury.
3 console
like,
was
the
the
only way you do
exception.
that is by
Alpha 3
adding
console, they went all
pretty
in on,
much
hey, let's make a
everyone,
fun
right?
single player
Obviously, I'm
mode.
sure there's some characters like, dude, I'm not expecting them to bring back Michael Max, right? Who gives up about Michael Max, right? Like, except for that one person who's probably watching. It's like, hey, Rome, actually, I like Michael Max. Oh, he's my favorite boxer. But yeah, no one cares about that character. But you know, all those other characters, maybe even some Wild Ambition ones, right? I know people like.
Let's forward ahead a little bit,
Look,
guys.
if-
That way you
funny
guys
'cause
don't gotta wait too long. Looks like it's taking them a while to set up the match.
Franco is 95, so technically, yeah, that's white.
we go.
Dudley's he's Coco.
All right,
Gene,
Rock
that's
versus
Dudley.
Khan.
He's Coco
See how this is
Gene,
gonna go down.
Franco.
Crazy, bro. That's a crazy sentence.
Oh, don't
Will
worry, bro.
Sherman
I
be in
said
this game? I wish, bro. He should be in every game.
Oh shit, there we go.
Sure,
What's up,
Sherman
Just
probably won't be
Frame?
in this game, but she can be in like a
How you
NBA
doing?
2K.
Also,
Speaking
damn,
of
thank you,
white
Rain.
characters, we have Eric
What's good,
KOF
bro? You came
playing
right on time,
Time,
pretty
the
much.
White outfit on.
I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna start watching it. He's gonna show up at some point.
This is just a default time.
Thank you so much, Rain. How damn 36
yeah,
Aeons.
just
That's
default
3
color.
total
Let him
years,
know.
bro. You've been around the universe and back a lot of times.
No one scares me more than a player who plays on default colors. So right now it's just a fireball war
Yeah,
here.
we were just
Eric
vibing and
Hoff
talking about
playing
the
the
event,
way the character
talking about what we
is
think about the game so
advertised,
far,
the
that type of thing.
pure zoner.
Most people have a positive
Yeah, bro,
reception to
default
this
color
game,
in
from
the
what I
game
could
when you have
tell.
color
There's
edit,
not too
like,
many people like, man, I
you're
think this
trying to
game
let us
totally
know that you
sucks.
are the
I
only
wasted my
kind
money
that
buying
matters,
this.
nobody else.
You know, why did I even
Right now,
bother?
this
I don't
whole
really see
thing is
anybody
gonna
have
matter. You
that
got
kind of
Black
opinion of
and
it.
maybe Frame Trap with the
Most people
5B,
just
the
like it.
5C. And now you're about
Get
to be
outta here,
pushing up
Conda.
DayZs. That's a little Senkola right there for you. Oh.
It's the raging
Hold on.
storm.
Good
Oh,
overhead.
and the overhead, bro. Salvatore's mom ain't even looking.
That's his mom?
I'm pretty sure.
Word.
I don't know the lore.
Videos.
I'm
But
already
he did
here,
it
so
back
I'll
in
keep
his
watching
dad.
it this way. Thank you, though.
Bro, what? The lore in the stage goes crazy. I like the stage a lot, too.
If anything, you can give me the
I like
link
the song
at
they
some
added,
point.
bro.
Oh, actually, I'll check out. If you give me a link to your YouTube channel, I'll check it out later, so that on
Take
my
you to the
VOD that
corner
I'm
here
doing
with
right
that
now on
confirm.
YouTube, they can find you, find the rest of your tournaments.
Empty low.
Right, the super again. Erikov.
Wow.
realizing, you know what? I don't need to
Dead.
zone. I can just go
Damn, Damn,
in.
insane round.
Nearly a perfect there.
Damn, bro. Heg Erikov, bro.
He's from the DR.
Let's go.
Pause.
Nah, I didn't.
That's crazy.
My brain was going there, but I was like, let me just. We're streaming.
All right. Oh, but the Just Defend in the air lands on the bomb.
Ooh, Replicants right under. Oh, nice! The bounce back from the Just Defend shoots him higher than the second fireball.
Cool, I got it.
Oh, just goes for the close beat.
I'm gonna click on it now. That way I have your
Catch that
channel
jump
down.
attempt, but nice jump over the Rapuken.
I might be following your channel already.
Goes
No, I'm
into
not. Alright,
overheat.
want to subscribe now? Thumbs up. I'll give you a
Oh
thumbs
my
up too.
god. Oh, he gets the pickup! Outrunning the circle of time.
I forgot that it does the
There it
music.
Oh, damn, they got it.
Hey, we heard it was gonna pop out tonight. That was the right time to use it, as it's going to aid ShadowX to victory. There it is.
That's the production. Damn.
Rock Howard.
That's fire.
Try as I might. I can't help but like you know what?
Bro, he just beat his ass and says, you know what, I like you. I think it's become this once in a while.
He's
That's
alright,
funny.
pulling up.
Man, that was an insane first game.
Damn. I really is his
That
own
was a
music, right?
slugfest.
So, I guess
Yeah,
you
it
can talk
is.
to him that way.
No, I think that's them trolling.
Is it kind like
Because that's the song that's always in the trailers.
Bro, Kind's a lot of things, but for some reason in this game, he's also like, Rock, I wanted to protect you. Here's your mother, Rock.
Forward
Sweats of
D.
flames. Oh my.
It's a good button for hit confirming, so you see them use it a lot.
Here we go.
But when they do forward D feint, it's actually a little bit minus.
don't know the
It's
lore
just
of this
dangerous
guy,
because they
but,
like to
like,
flash kick after that sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there either.
Hey, but Erikov got
Nice.
legs for days with these flash
It's
kick
air
feints. He's
invincible.
gonna get caught trying to jump in.
Not quite.
Farts of flamin'.
Okay.
Nice just
Farts of ramen.
defend.
I'm gonna eat mad ramen when I
Yeah,
go to
prevent
Japan.
getting
I can't
anti-air.
wait. Good
Ooh,
uppercut.
too early. Well, you're using to
Good
the
down
DP
job.
as well too. That should seal the deal. Okay.
I
do
noticed
the
people are
movement
not
from
really
Erikov here.
practicing
Yeah,
yet
he's
the
landing on
anti-roll
just defense at
OS.
the right time,
If you have a
just
roll
to
counter, if
thwart
you have a
whatever
run
ShadowX's
character,
attempt is,
there's
right?
kind of like a
Not
little
taking any extra
anti-roll
damage that he
OS you
didn't
can
need.
do.
That was a great bait right
Raging
there. Fireball
Storm.
bait into the DP again.
Oh, good short
Oh,
jump.
he crouched at the last second.
He might have been trying to flash kick.
JC.
Ooh, the patience from both players. That's crazy. Nice grab. Good block. Damn, this guy's got the eye of the tiger right now. Shadow.
I think it's so cheap that he gets to keep out the orb even when he does
Big
overhead.
Bay. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Damn, nice
So
combo.
good for the set
That was
play, but
optimal.
ShadowX able
See
to
how
run
his
the
his,
storm,
his
hanging
rev gauge
around
was so
there.
high.
Now,
That's why doing that type of
at
combo is
set
better.
point,
If he
bro.
tried to do a double EX combo, he might have had to spend a super at that.
Scenario.
Instead, he
Go
saved the
into
bar. That was
air.
clutch.
That was a crazy good idea from Erikov. Unfortunately, just not at the angle that he wanted.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh,
Evo
that
Japan
was
is
a
next
huge
weekend.
jump.
Win limit
And look at this
is coming
already.
soon. I'll make a
Erikov
video on
is
YouTube to
already
remind you guys
50
about it. That way you know to
seconds,
tune
my
into
guy.
the stream.
Why are you spending all your money in one place?
But I doubt you guys will miss it too much because you know how it is. Once Evo
Overheated
Japan
really
starts up,
early on,
everybody
and that
starts
was
talking
thanks
about
to
it.
the Just
I'm really
Defend
hyped to see the
into
Tekken.
The rev flow, right?
God
That's what really
damn.
cranked it.
Yeah, speaking of crank, Rock is
Cooked.
cranking out the
Cooked.
damage here, and that's going to be another 5C. It's actually
Holy
the
shit.
tournament life of Eric KLF
They beat each
has
other's
ended.
ass.
It's concluded.
That was crazy.
ShadowX will continue on through the loser side.
I kinda can't help but like you.
Yeah, ShadowX just been so consistent.
There should
so
be.
far in City of
It should
the
be an Evo
Wolves.
Japan game.
Of course, getting sent to lose side by Tamago, who is currently sitting in winners finals, waiting to go up against Robert to decide that grand final spot. But we'll see which match is coming up next, whether or not we're going up there or we are staying in the loser side.
I'm gonna try to
for the time
record some type of content while I'm in Japan. I don't know
Looking
how
at
much
the
I'm gonna be able to
bracket,
stream
you know,
while I'm
these
there because I'm
all
working a
really
lot.
strong
But I'll
world-class
at least
players,
bring
like-
my nice
But I know
my nice
ShadowX,
little
he
cell
can
phone
make this
recording
comeback,
rig
you
with
know,
me.
but of
And if
course
I
a
can
player
stream,
like
then I
Lokov
will.
as
If
well,
I can't stream, then I'll
Eurocop too,
do
right in that
something.
mix. So really gonna be fun to see how things shape
Raging
up here. If you're Tamago and Robert, you're kind of comfortable right now.
All right,
because
Lokov versus
you're not in
Jaws
that
next
loser
match.
side that like fight for your life. You know what I mean?
Against Fox,
I thought it was like sorry Marco, like that was it. So
it makes it get in, just sending it, right?
mm-hmm.
He's
This
using
might
it
be
like he
losers
had a
8 still, or
drop
might be
kick,
losers
bro,
squad. I
from
still can't
Ramon.
believe there's a
KLF.
what's his
If
name?
only, bro. If it was like EX dropkick, I would.
Because Beta 2, this character was
I would deal with
non-existent.
that. I would shoot Marco up the top tier, man.
I'm just happy to see one playing,
Yo.
and they're in the top 8.
Lokov and Jaws. Where's your watermelon emotes at, chat? I don't see them. Unless all the Lokov stands are in his chat.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Ready?
Yeah, that emote is.
Oh, there it
Evil,
is. EX Tatsu right off the bat.
It's safe.
Bro,
Interesting.
we're less than 5 seconds into the round. He already
Damn,
is
nice
sitting at
JDs.
50% rev gauge.
He didn't lose any life. That's how many
That's the
JDs
kind
he
of guy
did. He
you want
full
to hang
lost
out
no
with,
HP.
right? You're like, yeah, you're gonna spend your bread. You know, one of those. I got it. Don't worry about it. You know, he's buying
Big
everybody
damage.
drinks.
Wow.
The back dash
How the
into
fuck did he even
DP
input that?
break.
Wow.
Nice little confirm
That's
there.
crazy. You
He
saw
wanna
the
take
dash
corner,
uppercut?
but
That's clean.
now- Uh-oh, double-edged sword, Rome.
Yeah.
This guy is Jim Kelly. Wow.
Damn. Still had time to block out. Feel like he had time to throw, and
That
there
was sick.
is the high.
He dies? Oh yeah, he's definitely dead.
Great
Now you
scouting
should
right
be
there.
dead
He's
into
definitely
the
dead.
super. Absolutely
Damn, low
enough.
call.
Even went into overheat in the process.
Yeah, I can't stress enough. High evade, or just high and low, but mostly high evade, is one of the best tools in this game.
The low evade
It's
is
not
good too.
only designed
The low
to
evade is
block
sick.
anti-airs,
It's
there's
overhead.
special moves that have those.
You don't even have to
properties
beat a
that
move.
it
You just
does,
do it
like,
and then,
goes
oh,
up
you
like
didn't block
that.
high. Guess
Billy
what? Eat
Kane's
shit.
is the best example,
I'm
right?
plus now.
Heavy stick pole. He could
He had the
just do
JD
that
the whole
against-
thing.
Yeah, and because it's just a. It's
Oh
a
my
cancel
God, the
normal,
setups.
means that you really can't get a lot of.
Oh,
reward off it.
my
wow,
goodness.
Closing the gap with Tatsu and immediately going into SPG on Meaty.
No, he dropped.
Oh
He dropped. He
no, we
dropped.
didn't break that.
I think what happened was the
Right,
JD
we'll
threw
break
off his
you
timing.
instead.
It's just, it's crazy to me how fast
Again.
Lokov plays this
Those are
character.
some sick reactions.
Yeah, he be smoothing.
Koken.
Oh, Jaws gotta get kind of get a little
He
wild.
could kill.
I mean, it's gonna work
think.
out here.
Yeah, he could
We
definitely
got
kill.
Yeah, you're
all
dead.
the cash we need. Yeah, it's Fox, baby.
Damn, sick round.
Level
That was
1 into
close.
The crescent moon kick.
I just hope that Andy is not just another Hokuto Maru. That's what I hope for.
Yeah, this is the Ganachi song, bro.
Yeah, was it Rev It Up music? Is what they call it.
Oh, you didn't have to delete that message, Mr. Kane. That was a good message. Me too.
Oh,
I hope that
again,
Andy's
just a
not
2A5B level 1
I just
super.
hope that
is
he's
like
not,
the bread and butter for Lokov.
I hope he's
Fire
not
up,
just another
start him.
Hokuto Maru.
Who's gonna take the first game?
Ow.
Never mind. Lokov answers my question immediately.
What's the win quote here?
How would that even work? He just would do dash and then
Something
spin
you
around
never
on the
go out of
screen?
style. That's damn
I don't know
right,
how that would work.
Marco.
That'd be nutty.
What is this? Skibbity Riz.
Dun, dun,
This
dun,
dark
dun.
karate, bro.
Damn, his Marco's looking
Be a
sick.
hit with the kids.
Dark karate. What do you mean by that, Fox?
That reminds me of who? Oh my God, this is chat. No, hold on, chat. This is very obscure, but someone's got to know. Who was like the crazy dude back in California who like founded his own karate school?
The same thing with
I think he had like a scorpion.
I guess he
as a
doesn't have to work
thing,
too much, but I
and
don't
then
want
they
Joe
actually had,
Higashi
like,
to
a
be
gang
too
fight
much
with
like
another,
Preacher.
rival
It'd be nice if he's a
karate
little
dojo.
different.
This is like a real person. I think he was like shot and killed.
Word,
Oh
Mr.
my
Kane,
God.
word.
That's his legacy.
But it was like dark karate.
I was
It like, what
answering
do you
your comment before.
Anyway,
But,
we're getting into the
yeah, I
dark
hope that
karate
he'll be different.
Shokugan karate here. Lokov and Jaw.
I just want him to have a unique style.
That sounds wild, bro. I didn't know about that.
Nice chat.
Wow, there's some wild swings there from Lokov.
Koken. Good JD.
Oh, okay.
The
Jumping
way he
in.
uses the
I
air
like
tire
forwards
combo
are
is
trying
very
to bait out
clean.
the DP there from Jaws.
He's dead.
Gonna get a nice confirm into the
Not quite,
slam.
not quite.
Hard
Wow.
knockdown. Just sends out the EX once again.
This guy's a
I'm
bully.
scared, man. It's funny because I've seen some people say they don't know exactly what those.
Yo, he
moves
got a
are
really
for,
hairy
because
chest.
they
I
end
can't
your
stop
combos
looking
like
at it now.
negative edge. But clearly right there, best way to use it, almost like a jump scare, fade away normal, and
My
there's
man
the
don't
wake up
shave
there,
that
that's the
chest.
rev blow.
He ain't going to the beach no time
Lokov
soon.
looks comfortable right now. No anti-air attempt. He was expecting a just defend. Hesitation. Oh, they're both whiffing at each other's faces.
Shokugan.
Not on your life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, bro. Not in front of Mama Ganachi.
It's a frame kill style setup. So when they whiff the kick like that, they're just trying to stay
Dodge
close,
seems
mix
bad.
up whatever they
Two
want to mix
solid
up
hits
with.
if he can.
He's got a pretty good
Oh,
overhead. He can
got
use
the
too, meaty overhead.
Attempt. Lowcoff just sidekick with these DPs, but finally the Red Blow
Nice
comes
jump.
out from
He's dead.
Jaws, not getting enough to save him though. Lowcoff takes it 2-0.
Yo, the
eliminating
stand B
Jaws
super.
from
It's so
the
clean.
bracket here. Rip the shirt off.
Damn, Jaws good.
You can't just be
showing,
ripping your
but
G's like
that's
that. You know how
exactly the
expensive
reason
those
why I
are?
stopped playing Vox Reaper
For
2.
real. Every time you rush one of those up, that's
Fancy
$150
just
down the
fishing for it
drain.
in that range.
Those are
It's just
expensive.
not conducive.
If I was him,
man.
I
Like,
wouldn't be
people
doing that
jump
so
much
much.
in this game, and you see that how much recovery it has from like neutral jumps. Like, so he just
Bro,
he
you be
lost.
trying to
It's
take your
actually,
kid to
like,
karate class and you hear how
2 or
much the
3
G
rounds, I think,
costs, you be like,
this
look, never
tournament.
mind, man.
Josh lost
Here's a
his
YouTube video. You
pride.
can learn karate at home.
That's all I think when I hear dark karate, bro.
All right, Yurikawa versus ShadowX. This should be another good
If
one.
you're a fan of martial arts,
ShadowX
fan
was
of
looking nice
anything, I would go
before.
ahead and,
Rock versus
look up, like, a
Hokuto Maru.
documentary on him or something.
It's a very common matchup
That's your
online. You
homework.
see this one a lot.
Looking it up right now. Dang, he died in 1975. At 36 years old. Sheesh.
We'll see. One of these guys about to die young. Rock or Hokuto Maru. Who's getting sent packing?
Oh no, man. The statistics in Southtown are not getting
Word,
better
Just
out here,
Frame.
folks.
You might be able to do, if you got another setup around, you might be able to do
Would
like
you
a
rather live in Southtown
two
or,
computer setup
wherever
or
they
something
live
like
at
that.
in
That costs
Invincible?
more energy power wise, but
Yeah, easily.
so long as I do that, I use my old laptop,
you're
and
right,
the
yeah,
laptop
Florida is
itself
just
runs the
Southtown.
stream while the setup
Florida
does
looks like
everything
that.
else.
I got a bunch of Freemen.
And it's an
walking.
old laptop.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
looks
got like a 1660 in it as a
Zombies.
graphics card or something. It's pretty
Here
old,
we
but
go.
it gets the
Oh
job
my God,
done.
the first blood
Just because
to be
graphic cards are
struck
getting expensive,
from
bro.
Tomorrow. Well, it's from a
5,000
far
card
east.
is so
Also, yeah,
expensive.
this
I'm not
stage
buying
is
that shit.
sick.
That's how
This is a
expensive they are.
classic stage, of course, returning stage.
Even the 4,000
based
cards
off
are
of an
expensive.
Actual crossing in Osaka.
That looked like a cross up. That was a nice setup.
Got that NDR in the background, that Billy Kane theme. The diner
Oh!
excellent in the background.
The carrot grabs. Geese Howard style.
Ooh.
Oh, trying
Yeah,
to go for the
5,000
full
series
pop.
is mad
Not gonna
pricey.
quite work.
And then you gotta use
Oh,
AI and stuff like
Yurikov
that still.
is gonna get
Because the
wild
newest
punished
games
by the
are
dash
all
up 2A.
intensive. Hell, even Expedition 33, that shit's murder on my computer right now.
This one has another cameo. It's harder to see because you have to go high up on the left side, but Lee.
Yeah, my
from
second
Art of
PC
Fighting
isn't
1
even a
is in,
full
like, one
PC,
of the
just frame. It's
windows.
just a laptop.
This is
Oh, yeah,
pharmacy.
the apartment buildings.
Yeah, that's his pharmacy down here. So you know, he's keeping watch, making sure.
I'm too broke to have two PCs. I'm good on that.
You're
That's too much work. One PC and
SPG.
one laptop. That's it. Good
Still
enough.
not enough damage.
Whoa.
Still getting nasty left-right mix, though. Into
Damn
another-
That was nasty.
Ah,
Try
that's
blocking that
good gear
shit
coming out of
consistently.
him, right? Sheesh.
Need the Kino Eye.
Yes, a good question in chat. When you roll, you lose invulnerability to throw. That's
Yeah,
it.
they can grab the
But
wake-up
thing is
rolls.
that when you're rolling,
But
if the
there's an
opponent has a
anti.
dash
If you
roll,
have a
they can
run
dash
character
through your
specifically,
roll,
I don't
so
think you can do
get
this
caught
with a
in left
dash
mix-up.
character. Maybe I'm wrong. But if you have a run character
You never
specifically,
stay,
there's an
right?
OS you
Roll-
can do. You
like,
run,
you
right?
have your waves,
And then
right?
there's a
But it's also
timing
gonna
you
help
stop
them
your
out,
run.
too.
And then
A lot of
you
counterplay
run
is good in
again.
general. There's
And what
no, like,
happens
one
is
size
if
fit
they
all
roll,
mechanics.
it doesn't matter which way they roll, it'll
Damn,
autocorrect for
spent
you.
it all on block here. Risky.
Get his ass. He did. Wow, nice. Put him in SPG though.
Right.
Good safe jump.
Oh, no.
Very good safe
Hey,
jump. He's in danger because of the overheat. He can't block. Yeah.
Just does it again.
ShadowX knew. That's why he did the wake up
At
super
first
again,
does
because
see
he knew that he
try
couldn't block.
Again, ShadowX, no fear here. Now one EX command grab from closing this out, but isn't gonna get the opportunity possibly.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
He ran face first into that 2C from
Sick ass
Hokuto Maru.
round.
What a great stop sign from Yurikov. Good assessment.
I wonder
there from him.
if he saved himself by taking the hit on the super.
Doing a good job securing
If he blocked
the
that
game
super, he might
as
have
well.
gotten guard crushed.
I should try to go for that sort of vibe too.
I like how he's like, wow, Rock, you're so cool. And he's like, actually, no, you kind of ass, my dude. You kind
He's
of
a-
corny.
Rock, you're my senpai.
All right, 1-0.
Not.
I like that. You know, we get to see these younger characters though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even though it's been 20 years, they're still young characters.
You got that Goten and Trunks aging, you know? He's like 18 and he still looks like he's 5.
Fight.
Hey, they
think
sprouted up, bro.
Oh yeah, in the manga, right?
And in Dragon Ball Superhero.
Oh right, yeah. They did. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, they hit high school and immediately grew like 4 feet.
Only thing I remember from Dragon Ball Superhero was Bulma's wish. Shout out
jump.
to Bulma.
Yo, fire. Shouts to Bulma. Oh, neutral jump. Just
Chasing
goes to
that-
the
chasing
JC,
those double
recognize that
jumps,
Yuriko
Rev
chased
blow.
up to the air, but there's the Rev blow. Man, that does a lot of damage.
My
when
turn.
you
I also have a
use those
rep blow.
Big damage there. And the
Oh,
reset
that was
from
sick.
ShadowX. Preserve some of that bar.
Put his
extend it
ass
for
in the
another day.
vortex.
Crazy.
They both have a really good
I love
mix
this
up.
remix too of Billy's song.
You don't really see somebody use the command grab that way too often.
Ah, hate when that happens.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, just going for the break there. DP
The guard
break.
cancel elbow,
We're
and
getting
now he
the
has
Raging
so much
Storm, still
momentum.
Not enough to push Yuriko out of SPG.
He
Like I
had him
mentioned
just
earlier,
walking
ShadowX
back.
is the only person doing that.
My man's like, let me
Oh,
get out of
wait a
here.
He'll do a jump normal because he's expecting you to like try to option select or maybe try to backdash. And
Oh, he did the correct punish. Nice. That was sick. 1-1.
You know, people say that maybe
So I talked about
completely
this earlier.
unnecessary, but it's
That's
not, 'cause
super.
think about how much
If you
health
just
gains
do a
during that.
regular block,
It
it's
is
got a lot of
always
pushback
necessary.
to it. So because
Every
of the
chance you
pushback,
take,
sometimes it's
every
hard to
chance
get
you
a proper
get, man.
punish on it.
Always
But if
go
you
for those
JD
just
a
defenses,
portion of the
defenses,
super,
styling
you
your
keep yourself
opponent.
closer.
Look good
Makes it
doing
easier to get a
and
good
some health
punish.
while you're at it.
That's damn right.
That's trained.
That
He definitely
is
trained him with
damn
that.
right. And now we have a game apiece coming down to this one.
Trained killer
Who's
out
making
here.
it to top
ShadowX
four and who's
1-1.
being
It's
sent
still 2 out of
back in
3.
here
So
at
whoever
Just
wins
Frame?
this one is gonna win the match.
That's what I want to see, man. ShadowX looking like a man trying to get $1 million this year.
That was the high level stuff that he just did.
That's life.
Hit his ass with the evil moment. Nice stampede. He's opening him up. He's making him look for throws with those stampedes. Good rep blow. Bam. Bam. Eat the scribe. Good jump. He's in. Raging Storm, baby. It's my turn. Forever. He fucked up there. He should have done short hop D. He did short hop C. That's why he crouched it.
Oh, nice with the just defend in the air. Into a back throw. Oh,
Yeah,
just
but then
overshot
Freeman's
the
not
jump,
announced
trying
yet.
to
Isn't
open
that weird?
JP
They did
cross
Freeman
up.
stage and then Freeman, nah, you're not gonna see that guy till season 2 or something. Nice break.
ShadowX able to get the elbow. Trying to
Okay,
run
there
some
we go.
Oki. Nice
Got away from the
out
jump.
the
That's
command
good.
grab attempt
That was
there.
dangerous. Wow. Stay your
Yuriko
ass out this
not
air,
caught
buddy.
sleeping at the
Terry taught me
wheel,
something for
but now
that.
you're locked in the corner. Guy to swing back, trying to swing back. ShadowX staying in that perfect space.
Damn. Da.
Ooh, that's great stuff right there. Into the elbow.
Damn, his
Ooh,
links
this is gonna
after the
hurt
stampede
here.
are clean.
We're gonna spin it.
He's
Yes,
cooked.
we
It's
are.
over.
This will definitely kill here. ShadowX
dead.
gonna advance over
Damn,
Yurikov.
sick ass combo.
2-1, but great show from Yurikov here, going down by the man.
Fantastic, bro. This is
Mordecai and
Anton
Rigby in
Burns
season
with an
2.
awesome
That's a
battle.
whole other series.
Sorry, guys, had to send out an important message.
Oh, you're good. But Yurikov.
The important
making
message
a
is
great
Yurikov got his
run
ass
here
kicked. That's the
tonight.
important message.
Still so
Oh,
consistent,
shit.
so strong. Every bracket he enters, you can expect to see him in that top 8, and can't wait to see how he performs in these offline tournaments coming up as well. Can't wait to see him at Combo Breaker, along with ShadowX.
Get outta
at
here,
Combo Breaker,
Roman.
which is gonna be fire. He has been released. He has been released now.
How come you wasn't talking when he was winning?
Yeah, man.
You didn't say nothing when he won his other 2 matches. You waited till he lost to say something.
Tamago and
Got the plays when
I'm like,
full bracket. Jobber, expect to see more of these faces.
Top 4 times. Yeah, GG. That was
damn
nice.
right, baby. We trying to do it all online, offline. So it was Hokuto Maru. There we go. So I did remember. I was watching. You know, eyes open. We out here. Let's go.
You ain't say nothing when he
Ninja
was
Boy
winning.
Versus I don't know what she is, but she's
Martial
the devil.
arts.
Martial artist. She'll say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like she does like a weird version of oh my god, what's Ip Man's martial art? That's how you know it's getting late, bro. I can't even remember. You know, if man could shoot fireballs.
And chase after them, right?
Exactly.
He can still combo.
Tai Chi? Is that what it is? No.
Oh, good. Well, guess what? You got another Hokuto Maru to check
Help
out.
us out here.
Wing Chun, thank you. Thank you so much.
No matter what, Hokuto Maru, two
Fireball,
Hokuto
EX,
Marus were in
Fireball
top
just to chase it
5,
down.
no
That-
matter what
she says
happens.
no escape,
Yurikov
but
gets
that's the
5th place,
realest thing.
and
That
Robert,
is
even
no
if he
escape.
loses 2 in a row right now, Robert
Yeah,
gets
the fact
3rd
that she
place.
says no escape and also says I'm
Still
better
pretty good.
is like so good for her, man. She knew she was coming in top tier.
Okay.
Ooh,
That was a frame
he
kill?
drops.
I would have fell for that. I definitely would have pressed something. Nice jump. No, he didn't get the combo. Oh, tricks.
Just do it. Why
Gimmicks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Your turn ends when you say it's over.
Anti-roll. The patient stuff. He was waiting for the uppercut. Good check.
Trying
Yeah,
to
he
chase
got him.
down, overshot the jump.
Looking for the
That's
chip
where the
out.
execution comes in when it comes
Nice.
to hops and jumps, right? Obviously, right there, Tamago wanted a short hop, but got the running jump and just went too far.
Yeah, speaking of execution, I gotta point out how hard it is
Elbow.
to do this teleport. dude.
Super.
Down,
Wow.
down,
That almost
EX
took him out of
punch. You know how
SPG.
hard it is to do that?
Damn, he got
Takes a
double
lot
jump
of
setups
skill,
too.
you
How do you
know?
double jump like that and not get the pop-up?
Absolutely.
I saw
By
Yurikov
skill,
do
I
something
mean,
like that
a
too. How do you
great
do
tool
that?
Here, you saw Robert just exercising it twice there. Ooh, okay. Yeah, as good as the heavy kunai is, it's like you're giving them a lot of resources back if they just defend all 3.
Nice cross up.
Yeah, but sometimes it's worth it just to kind of keep them out and check them.
Damn, he just ate that. to the
Empty
face.
low.
Whoa,
That was nasty.
Robert.
Hard to block.
The
That is
empty
ill.
jump low, disgusting. So much damage off of that too.
Tried to bait the
Next one's
uppercut.
gonna do it in another empty jump. Listen, we like the playbook. we
You know,
gotta run it back,
not
man.
for
No
nothing.
point in changing up the formula.
I think it's a little weird that you can whiff uppercut and still break. I'm not saying that they should change that, but it feels a little weird.
Back in the saddle.
Maybe they should make it so that you can only break if it hits, but I could be
Tool
wrong.
there from Robert.
He
Oh,
fucked up
that's
his
gonna be
break. Yeah,
punished.
that sucks.
Just a throw.
Oh, big bait, big
no.
bait. Eat all this
Committing to the
damage. He's got 2
DP.
bars. You gonna spend?
Go 8.
You gonna spend SPG? He's gonna spend SPG. Oh shit! Give me all that rep back. The music.
I just beat again.
Damn. That was like 500 plus. 550? He did a grip there.
That's production. That's
Yeah,
fire.
that's pretty good.
Command grab. This is dangerous. He's not gonna super yet, but the next combo, he'll definitely super the next combo.
Contained in this
He got out of the
though.
corner.
Where you going?
Empty low, he blocked it.
Uh-oh. Not out of the woods yet, though.
Scary.
Tamago.
Got him.
Phyllis Aaron is long, but
That's the one thing
no.
he's got in his corner that's helping. He's
Teleport
baiting
getting
Tamago
right in on
into
top of it.
fireballing, and then he's getting him with the down
Time he's
EX.
done that. Yeah, and listen, that's a great thing to do because you're taking away Tamago's access to fireball because you know he's going to be more wary about it. If you take away her fireball, that's a big portion of her gameplay. Just
He
because
definitely
we
got a
talk
good
about how strong it is
anti-fireball
when she
game
gets to
going on
run
with the
after
EX
it.
down.
100%, and I think that's what makes especially
Yeah,
what
it's
makes
perfect. It's just like the
Hokuto Maru
trailers.
so good against Tamago, not against Tamago, excuse me, against Hotaru.
That was a very
and
entertaining
against
first
Kain,
game.
right? Is the fact that it shuts down, teleport shuts down a lot of their strongest options, which is that fireball. It's such a core part of both of those characters' gameplays, and it's why he could really hang in
game
the
2.
high level against those two, and why people would
Same
argue
stage.
he might be one of the best characters, if not the best character in the game.
Empty low.
Yeah,
He's good for
easily.
those. He uses that a lot. I like how he's using the
One of the
red
best
block. A
options
lot of
that
people
can
don't
go
use
for
that
it is
correctly.
throw tech.
He's that way. If they do a button into feint, they're gonna be too far to do another close button if you use it that way. Good break. Teleport setup. He's baiting uppercut so hard.
Down in the corner, just walking back to try and catch the roll. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, I used to love when you play. Who am I thinking of? Bang. You do the Bang Super, and then he would get some anime ass song. That shit's funny to me. Good
There we
jump.
go.
Damn, it's still punished, even though it was empty low.
Another one.
How popular do I think it'll be? I think it'll be a very good role player. But so far, it's not touching the top 2 or 3. It's more like a number 4 game. Mid. I think mid is reasonable. But there's a good amount of players. Any fighting game that got more than 2,000 people playing just on Steam, you could expect that you're going to fight a lot of people. And even the tournaments, this tournament had around, I want to say he had 60 to 70 players, something like that. That's really good.
Definitely try to make this set as close as he can.
TNS gets the most, I think, right now as far as online tournaments go. 81, wow, more than I thought.
Robert, big chilling right
That's
there.
really good.
Yeah, Robert just doesn't want to overextend. Just trying to see what Tamago
Yeah, it's not bad. And then it has a big prize pool at the Esports World Cup. My subscriptions, if you haven't heard about it, the prize pool right now is $2.5 million at Esports World Cup. So you can expect that you're going to see a lot there. He low profile, but he didn't get a full combo.
Oh, yeah.
Regular grab.
Blocks that, but it's still okay. Again,
whoa, that was a cross-up? That was hard to block.
The worst move to try
Level
to
1.
out there, and there's a super. Chase her down.
How do you do that? I want to know. Does he have an air fireball feint or something? How do they fake the double jump like that? That shit is sick.
Conversion into the super. I think in a lot of cases too, even if super isn't going to kill, you do want to just spend the super because it refunds a lot of your rev gauge.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, JustframeMX. I got it wrong. SNK Championships is the 2.5 million. Thank you. My bad. He's correct.
Good
Damn, they need to
dodge,
get some of
yeah.
that money to KOF. They did KOF dirty.
He's able to navigate the fireballs, and you can't hit away.
You can't hit that one.
Kunai there.
Only with a really active button. That's what I'm saying, bro. KOF need a little bit more. Come on, at least get them 100 grand or something.
If you hit the high evade too high,
I'm not saying take money away from this game, but couldn't we have had $2 million and maybe 500,000 for KOF? Maybe. Wouldn't that have been okay? Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, where do you think you are rolling?
Oh shit, he's in trouble. Oh no, that would have been so sick. Bet it. He bet it.
Caught him
better not
grabbing.
work.
All right.
No, we take those. We take
This is
those.
big for Robert.
He's not gonna build the meter, unfortunately, but he gets a setup.
You just have to be so wary
dangerous.
of the DP.
Very dangerous
One well-placed
situation.
DP from Tamago,
He's
and you
pressing
are a
button, but nice
goner.
grab.
She's got the 4 frames.
Chasing the backdash.
You see Tamago just
Oh no, he's
backdashing
an
out
over.
of it.
But it worked. It worked. Oh my god, no fucking way.
And this is dangerous. Has the DP.
He won. He won. What the fuck? Holy shit. That was crazy.
Taking game number 2.
No way, bro.
KOF is never old news. Don't you know they do a KOF every year? Well, they used to do a KOF every year. Now it's like every 5 years. There was a time they did a KOF every year, bro. You weren't there for that era, huh? 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99.
Not so good. Whereas
Finally, they stopped it. What was it, 2003 or whatever? That's when they stopped doing them every year,
finally.
finally.
That's all he had to do was let a rip
2004?
jobber just go for DP,
Shit,
but
bro.
he didn't. He was too busy.
Don't be
looking
hating on
out for the other
KOF.
options. And of course, it worked out for
The
Robert.
Mexicans will come get you.
That is. Wow, I cannot.
The Mexicans
believe
will come
that
get
was
you,
so
Roman.
scary there right at the end,
Don't
but
be
it ended
hating
up
on
working out
KOF.
beautifully. Now Robert with a 2-0 lead.
It was
SMG
hype.
on
I thought
point
that
for
shit was
both
cool. There
players.
was new, and they
Feels
all
like
played
lot
a
of
little
the
bit
players
different.
have come to the
They kept the
conclusion
same
that
overall
SMG
style,
works best
but
either
they all
on
played a little
point or on
different.
anchor.
It got a little bit weird around the
Yeah, you don't see much
Playmore ones.
middle
Those were
play.
kind of
I try to
weird.
use it in the middle sometimes, but I think it is best for those situations. And a great rev blow.
Yeah, but that don't mean KOF gotta die. Why
Yeah,
KOF
he's
gotta
saying
die?
that
Because
one.
see, the wolves exist.
It's either
Can't SNK
on
have more than
point
one game?
to really abuse the rev blow and gain early momentum, or on anchor so you can cash.
Why they gotta
in
have only
on the
this?
rev gate.
Mm-hmm. So true. Jesus Christ, that jump B. If she hits so high up and it still has time to get a confirm on the way down.
Big combo.
Talk about blessed. There's that stand D2. Blessing your dome piece all the way to the corner yet again.
Ouch. You gotta guess, buddy. Command grab? No?
We end up
Whoa.
cross up with a J.
Because he moved
B.
himself forward with the down
Tamago.
C.
This could be the start of a snowball, the start of a comeback.
Art of Fighting
All
3,
Mountain
I thought
Climb,
that
you
game
have
was
to
very
reverse
cool
3-0.
stylistically, but it never really took off. It just looks cool. I love the Robert, he does like the dance animation during the fights. I always thought that shit was dope.
I wonder why he goes for that combo. I guess for the hard knockdown. It's the only
Most
other
likely.
reason. Yeah. Because it doesn't. It scales.
He's at
quite a
one
bit.
game
It
per
doesn't do as
company.
much,
No,
so-
man. That's how we end up with whack fighting games. 1 game per company. Don't you see everybody
Wow,
mad about
EX
Tekken 8 right
teleport
now?
that low on
They
your,
should have brought
your
Soul Calibur
airfall?
back. That way the Soul Calibur dubs. No, let me stop. I'm not
That's
going to start
good.
that conversation right
It's
now.
really good.
See, if they had brought Soul Calibur
Third
back, though,
jump.
they could have had a weapon fighter and they could have had a regular fighter. Now they instead every Tekken is just everything.
Robert
Weapons
is
and
eating
regular.
So many of those cross-ups to the face.
You
And
never
this
seen
should be in
Clive?
here, gonna spin and cash it all. Yep, level 2, just to make sure that he's dead.
Damn. All right. Well, Tamago got that one. Robert barely got to play that game 3.
Hold
That's a
tight.
good start now. Tamago. Oh, and I really like what I heard from
All right, 2-1.
Coming through. The middle is good counterplay against point. That does make sense, right? Again, most combos will put you into middles.
You might not be mad. The whole internet is mad right now. Woo! David mad about the whole commentary
That's
thing.
one of my reasonings for going for it in that position too. It's just like
The commentary
if I get
drama
opened
is
up early,
crazy.
Chances are they're
Holy
gonna spend
fuck.
a lot of resources to put to
You like
push me
Paul?
into SPG. But if they're
He's
starting
aight.
with SPG, now that I have mines, I
honestly wish he was a little bit
the later
better.
your
I also
SPG
like
meter,
Paul.
The less resources you use for rev arts, which is something you always have to put into your mind. You know, especially when it comes to
The
canceling.
commentary
Some
drama is
characters
next
can
level.
Even
It's crazy
EX
how much they're
cancel
beefing about
multiples
commentary
of
right
the
now.
same moves in the same combo. Like Billy Kane's one of them.
Game 4.
So like that's always
The first
a
3
great
games were
consideration
fire,
for where you should
even
put
though
your
third
SPG meter.
game was not very interactive.
It's definitely
Well, the
character
commentary
dependent.
drama,
So,
you can look it up on Twitter if you're
see,
curious. It's
what
about
it's
rip and
gonna really,
spag.
boil down to. But I
basically.
feel like there's not going to be any real metaphor. It's just going to be whatever the players
I won't
prefer,
get too
whatever
into
they
it. I'll
like.
let you do your own research if you're curious.
Yeah, I believe so too. I don't think it's gonna be something where it's like this character has to play this way or that way. I think it'll just be player expression. You know, another notch in that belt. Excuse me, but
Ouch.
here we go, trying to land some damage. Just a jump, the cross up again. Gosh, she's so fast.
When I stream
You don't know
Tekken
where she's
later, my
coming from,
subscriptions, you
another
might see some
cross up
people
from
talking about it.
Tamago.
And Tamago going to go straight into the super.
Damn, he's getting
That
mauled.
is enough to close out the round. This comeback is on a
He's getting
full
two-touched.
swing now, Rome.
Mhm.
Who she learned that from? No. Nothing like that. No! It didn't hit grounded. That's why that happened. It hit airborne. Damn, she gets all that for no meter?
Oh, that was almost
Oh,
crazy
what
whip
the
punish there.
fuck?
We are just
Holy
going all
shit.
over the place. Rev
We're gaming
alone
now.
in the city
That was
of the
insane.
Wolves here on a Wednesday night.
She's moving with it.
We are gaming. What the hell was that? Air rev.
It's herself an overheat.
But she's in overheat. Nice run. Just get the hell out of there. Nope, you can't parry. You can't JD, buddy. Sorry.
Right? Yeah, that's
Cannot JD.
harassing.
And that guard is getting worked.
Really, even fireballs do
Empty
such
low.
a good job
That
of
was
whittling
nasty.
down the guard game.
Work that guard. He should have done
Break
kick.
it down.
Keep
EX
working the guard.
style.
Oh! Man, he's got to stop doing
Two
that.
empty
He's getting
lows into
baited.
Super, that's what we want to see.
He's getting baited on the down
Confirmed from
C's like
Tamago.
heavy.
I don't even
That's
need
crazy.
my EX meter. I got
2-2.
all the resources I need, excuse me, to do this, and he's gonna tie it up 2-2. A sweaty winners.
He's
finals
expecting
here.
her to walk back and
Yeah,
then
I
do
got
like a
2
down
words for you,
C
game
or like a
5.
stand jab, something like that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's why they pay you the big bucks, bro. Because you had that one ready to go.
Narrators can make or break a game sometimes. My subscriptions. I know that doesn't make any sense because why should you be worried about the narrator when you're just playing the game? But you know, if the narrator sucks,
So let's see.
it turns
does
you off a
Robert
little
have
bit.
a way to stop Tamago's momentum locked and loaded here? Because so far Tamago has been on a roll.
The one thing that I
We'll
thought was
see.
interesting, but then you don't really see anybody
One
use it too
left
much, is
on the table
when they
here. I mean,
put
winner of this will advance to
the
grand finals,
community
the best
commentary
place, the
guys in
best seat in the house.
SF6. Like they have Steve, they have
happen.
James
Reverse
Chen,
omelet.
they have
I like that
Vicious. Who else do they have? They have some Japanese ones, but you don't really see anybody use that too much.
All right, round
see what
start
we got.
scenario. Tamago immediately already getting a little aggressive right off the bat.
Good JD. He's getting his buttons baited. Good block. See, he's got to stop doing that.
Another
He's doing that
empty
every time.
jump This time able to secure a counter hit, and this is still looking all Tamago.
Oh yeah, you're
at the
thinking
moment
of
here.
Nakoru.
Hoorah,
She's from Samurai Showdown. This character's from
Hoorah.
original Garo. She's Garo's little
It's so
sister.
funny, right? Because that super looks like what's that? The Rasengan from Naruto. It looks like that, right? And again, it just
Believe it, bro.
Was she in KOF 11? Maybe.
I was gonna
That
say,
game
yeah,
had a
believe
huge
it.
cast.
But yeah, it ties back
If you told me
because
X character was in
one of
that game,
my
I
favorite
believe
fun
it just
facts
because it
about
had so many
Hokuto Maru is that,
characters.
the
All right,
original
match point
voice actor
Tamago.
in,
This will
OG
be a full
Garo
comeback from down
is the
2-0.
same voice actor as Naruto.
Oh, you mean
But
Nakaru?
she did
Yeah, Nakaru
Hokuto
was
Maru
definitely in KOF
first,
11.
and they both came out in the same year. So she voiced the same exact voice for two different ninja characters. Obviously, we see the, where Naruto has went. Yeah, it's wild to think about, right? And I almost wonder, like, if Hokuto would have stayed a kid, would they have brought her back to do the voice?
That would have been hey, she's been doing the voice for adult Naruto too, so why not?
Yeah, right?
Uh-oh, but there we go. Shuriken able to connect.
Oh, Tung Fu Ru?
Nice
Yeah,
air
Tung
to
Fu
air
Ru's cool.
with the JB and able to secure the command.
I like that
grab.
character a lot in Real Bout
Look
2.
at this.
He-
Tamago's sitting at 90% on the rev gauge. This is where Robert really
And then for no reason it hits
push
like
the
8 times.
aggression. Don't give
I always thought
Tamago
that was
any quarter.
funny. It's just him flexing, but it hits you
take
mad
his quarter,
times.
baby. Wake up,
Come on,
DP.
final round. I want to see final
Fast
round so
enough.
bad. This match has been so good so far.
He's
Final round.
primed, right? Best thing you could do
Nice
here,
break.
build some more resources.
that time the
or,
down C
just
worked.
throw out that big stop sign right there.
What tier do I think Maya is? I don't know.
Up, final round, final game, and the winner's finals.
People talk. They downplay her a lot, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she's really struggling or not really struggling.
Oh,
She
that's
could
gonna
really
take
be
him out of
struggling.
SPG. Already huge for Tamago here. Cutting off those resources. Oh, we dumping it. We're dumping all of it
Oh
here,
my
baby.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
The damage is
red
crazy.
line.
We're going right for that hit.
Goodbye, neck.
Oh, no, here. I thought it was red line. My bad.
Goodbye, back.
Yep, there it is. Backcracker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, reverse 3-0. Say it ain't so.
It ain't
It
over
might
yet.
happen.
It ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over, baby.
Go for overhead, overhead,
Oh!
overhead.
Oh, I thought it hit.
Overhead
That was a
lost
sick
too,
cross
so,
cut
that one
uppercut.
lost.
Damn.
Either way, Tamago making it back from the 3-0.
What do we gotta say, Rome? This egg does not crack under pressure. Tamago moving on to grand final winner's side.
Yeah, she had it in Garo
was
also,
in.
the same super.
Stays on.
Gotta think so.
All right, so
Tamago
stays in winners.
Playing Rock.
Eric was playing kind. I like what I'm
Yeah.
seeing here.
see what happens in
Biggest
loser
thing in
semis
this,
now.
Along with the defense mechanics, knowing what you need to just block.
Around here.
Fantasy versus Rising,
Match
guilty gear
starts.
stride, and off.
And of course, we're gonna see if the selection between these two players here is the best of the best. ShadowX versus Lokov. A KOF classic comes to Southtown, man. Fatal Fury.
I barely remember that port, the
Let's get it.
PS2 port. I just remember it had so many characters.
We got wolves out
That was a
here,
game
Rome.
where the first
So
time, the
only
first
one
5 times you
can
play the game, you're like,
be
"Where's
the
my
alpha."
character?" You start searching for them everywhere in the character select screen.
Ooh,
Where the fuck is my character?
Right?
Oh, there he is.
The big dog.
That's right, big dog.
Then you gotta search for the next character. It's like searching for Where's Waldo.
Man, we went to the science. We went to the museum with the.
Oh,
YouTube
there was like
music
4
in the
kills,
background.
wasn't there? Didn't they have like a kill 1 and a kill 2?
Royalty-free,
Or am I
baby.
thinking of a different game?
So you get it, you know.
They had like kill, and then they had the kill clones. They had all types of kills.
Rising tackle. ShadowX showing
Tired
up
of kill
early.
ass.
He's been the most consistent
how many kills there
player
were.
with the Just Defense.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
99. There you go.
Uh-oh.
They had all the kills. Tired of kill ass.
Run up, rev blow.
Get your ass out of here.
Stuff.
Yeah, Oswald was crazy good in that game.
Oh, you're dead.
His
actually.
damage
You're
was
pushing
nutty.
Daisies, yeah.
God damn, Lokov.
It's just
Maybe?
so wild to me
No
that
way.
Lokov
It's too
is
hard to come by.
not doing any optimal combos at all. He's just different, bro.
They
He
had
is
kill
different.
clones.
It's like when Kazunoko showed up to CEO in Dragon Ball Fighters with the Yamcha team. It was just not doing any optimal combos and won the whole thing.
Ooh, we
God
have to
damn,
watch
and
that
it's a counter
whole
hit.
animation for Rock's rev blow. He's gonna take
That's a
him
true
down.
combo? Wow. Today I learned. And it doesn't scale.
I mean, some people like they don't have the optimal combos, but they're great. I mean, we
That's
talk about,
crazy.
you know, Guilty Gear. Remember Punk's so bad
Today
guy,
I learned
right? He
about
had
command
no
grab working in
combos,
regular
but he was
combos.
It's just those fundamentals.
Shokugan.
built different. Are you kidding me? A
different.
That was a single button confirm, by the way.
Into super one-hit confirm?
He's got him. He don't need no combos, baby. He got those.
They're both sick.
Final round though.
It's a good ass match. I wonder why he puts
execution that
SPG at
Lokov
the start. Good
Ooh,
JDs.
okay.
Took away his pressure with
I gotta
that.
check
Nice.
the
He's
trade
in.
date on that.
Storm.
Yo, that dude in the background, that astronaut, is he high?
Oh, he
or
dropped, he
something?
dropped.
It's like,
Yeah, bro, look.
He's high.
He ain't
He's
on the
higher than
ground.
everybody else. Let me stop.
All right, there
Like
we go. Super again.
Overhead.
Overhead
He connected it. He was baiting his uppercut, but he went for red blow.
Oh, they were buffering. You saw that? Woo!
Wow. Because it was a punish. Still comboed.
Neutral jump, not actually going
Fake
for the just
fireball.
block there on the fireball. Just wanted to avoid it altogether.
Danger. Oh, the jump.
Oh, and there it is.
God
Yeah,
damn.
calling
Is he a
out the
robot?
fireball. Clean
How did he pick the
jump in.
perfect moment to
ShadowX
jump?
taking game number 1.
He's got like a third eye, man. Those glasses, I mean, we know ShadowX wears glasses, but he's got to be seeing in the next dimension because he's not falling for any of the feints, and they look convincing, especially Marco's, right? Because Marco, you see the orange glow.
I used to like
from
when
his
they would
fireball
experiment
before,
Just
like,
Frame
it
with the
obviously fakes
OSTs.
out.
Like
ShadowX
Clear of
is finding the right
97,
time to jump
I
in
don't like
between,
the
just believes
weird,
in himself, and it's working.
The interesting part is the trick to that because
I don't
yeah,
like
it is
the
a very
weird,
convincing feint, right?
what do you
Because
call
do see the
them?
fireball, like you
like
mentioned,
the
but
ambient
there's no
songs.
sound.
I think those
It
are
makes
kind of eh.
no
But
sound
then I thought it was
whatsoever.
cool
But when Marco
that
throws his
only
regular
special
fireball, there's a
characters
whole
got a
sound
song.
with him yelling
It's like
the-
Athena would come in and then she would
yelling
get a
the move as
song,
well.
and like
So
Kyo would come in and
ShadowX
he would get a
might be
song,
listening
and then you would play like one of the other
for the
characters and
sound
they
of
have
it.
no fucking
You
music.
You
They just
do
had
react
ambient
faster to
sound.
sound than you do to visual stimuli.
Totally. Yeah.
I thought
and
that was
you know, it's
interesting, even if the
In
execution was
previous Fatal
a
Fury
little
games,
off.
The feint sounds were the actual move sounds.
He's
Like
JD
Terry
like a
would do,
genius
he
right
would
now.
feint, power guys, and he go power like
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
It's
How do
funny,
you do
just
that?
Spam it over. It's like power. I kind of wish they brought that back because it adds that extra layer.
He's an AI.
But also it helps out that you can just hear nothing and punish it properly. But here we go back into this round here. Tries to go for the negative edge. Tatsu, but nobody home.
It's minus.
I don't think he's going for negative. He hasn't been using any of the negative edge moves. That's just a regular
Goddamn, they're
EX
JDing the
toss.
hell out of each other. Look at all the
Yeah,
JDs.
you can break
Oh,
it.
huge bait.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, that's like
He's
the
an
light
overheat.
kick,
Storm.
yeah, urgent, right? Okay, copy. He said,
That's what I'm
Wow,
saying. Tamago,
really?
I mean,
Off the
Lowcock
feint, huh?
ain't even using any of the negative edge moves either. He's like, I don't need those. I don't need the fancy combos.
It was his turn, but he pressed the slow button.
roll
No!
through, but he misses the
drop.
punish.
Did he mean to do that, or did he mean to do a different button? I wonder.
TDR, LOA, MDC, JFR, ShadowX.
Bro, the man with 1,000 sponsors. Nice just defend in the air as well. The hope of Mexico, bro. All the sponsors.
Smart.
right?
I'm
He uses
saying,
that
we
when they
still got
JD a
room for
lot
more.
in
We
the
can
air.
put one of
That's
them,
very
you know,
third
Falcons
strike-ish. You know,
jerseys
third
on,
strike
we
when
got
they
that,
parry
you
all the
know what I'm
time, you do
saying?
your down medium punch and you let them parry that,
Nice
and then
with
you
the
do some
guard
multi-hit move,
cancel
and that way they're forced to
elbow.
parry the whole thing to not get anti-air.
Not far out.
Damn, that was sick. Oh, he
there
did
we
the
go.
advanced shit. He did the advanced stuff.
Oh, that was a deep rage.
That was tight. Oh, he
And
might
the
be
just
dead.
defend on the DP.
If he's not
Gonna
dead,
get
he's
a
close to
massive
dead.
punish on
Oh, he's
this.
dead.
Should be able to
He's
kill
cooked.
with a
No,
level 1 super.
he missed the super.
No. I
He
think
missed the
we
super
whipped it
input.
there. Didn't want
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
2C,
think that
definitely
button
wanted
was
a
meant to be
Raging Storm
super.
or a
No
Shining
confirm.
Yeah.
He tried.
The problem is, I mean, he's gonna get the win, but even if he tried to do Raging Storm there, it would have whiffed, right? Because remember, when you do a level 1 super, you have to do the light punch or the light kick. He did crouch and heavy
Yeah.
punch, but the super wouldn't have came out regardless. But still, ShadowX takes it, man, very convincingly. Lowcoff gonna get 4th place
That was
here
clean.
again. I mean, he
He
got real
did
far
so.
with that Marco,
I talked
so
about this
obviously
earlier
build a
with the
character
universal
in the right
anti-air.
hands is capable. But you know, good stuff to him.
Normally, you can
definitely
only
see where the
special
character can
cancel,
struggle, though, right?
but
When
you
it
can also
comes to,
cancel the
being
feints.
so
So if it
heavily
hits really
reliant on
close,
the rev
you can
gauge and
feint,
how
and then you can
dangerous
still
being
get
an
a close
overheat
button.
is.
Usually the feint is only
Yeah,
around
it's
plus 6 or
definitely
so,
just a
something like
tricky
that.
situation to be in, but
Plus
there is
6, plus 7,
nothing
depending on the
tricky about
character,
video
but that's
that
still
we are
enough
about
time to get
show
a close
you
button for a
all
lot of
coming up
characters.
right here, so check this out.
Yeah, Rock was trash in regular Garo. He was bad. Oh, you guys doing Virtual Fighter? Oh, you just using Virtual Fighter music? Hell yeah. Whoa, that looked not. What was that? Was that a restaurant? That looked cool. KOF, See the Wolves. What else y'all got? DBFZ. Wow, still supporting DBFZ. That's crazy. Tekken, right? That's definitely Tekken. Grand Blue Rising. Under Night. That's cool. This is a good one. Sam Show. Okay, damn, y'all do all the SNK games. I'm telling you, man, Mexico loves SNK. Strive, Tekken 8, SF6, of course. Gotta do that one. BF5 Rebel. They got every 2D game. There's only 2. They got every 2D game. Hell yeah. Word. Well, good luck, homies. If you're in the area, even if you're not in the area, you're looking for something to go to. September 13th. That's actually a good timing because that's after Evo.
Frame returns
After
to
Evo, things slow down for a
offline
while.
action.
September, that's not a bad month to do a
As you
major.
saw right there, the 13th through the 15th.
Word, good luck, Just
10
Frame.
beautiful fighting games.
Yeah, that
all
restaurant
in
looked sick.
glorious
Whatever was going on
Mexico.
there. That's the type of
It's
shit that I
gonna be
like
an
to do.
amazing time. Me and
Unique
Jabba have been talking
restaurant
about going for a
experience.
very long time.
Yeah,
I
the
think
event
this
we're
is the
watching is
year,
also
bro.
in
I
Mexico.
think we lock in
The
this
guy
time,
that
bro.
runs it, My Subscriptions, he's on Twitch right now talking to us. His tag is JustframeMX, and this comes from his channel, in fact.
Suss this out.
Oh yeah,
Plenty of time
Angel.
to save up for September. No tournaments going on then. Rest in peace.
Yeah, good luck, bro. I hope it goes well.
Rest in peace. But that means that just gives us more time, like you said, to save up money.
I'll
and
check
head
it out.
There to Just Frame.
That's
You
for
guys
sure.
at home should be there as well. Support Just Frame. Make it as big as possible. And you know, just want to say to Just Frame, you know, shout outs to them who when we don't have, you know, we aren't able to go.
Nice, got
they
oh,
usually
somebody
give us
added
the
20
pleasure
bucks
of
to the
being, like,
Maturino just now. Look at that. That's how hype. The
rebroadcast
trailer was so hype. He
commentary,
said, "You know what? I'm giving
which
money
has
to
been
the
a
tournament."
part of-
That's how you know it was hype. All right, so we're loser. This one is
Right off the bat
losers
here,
semis, I think,
ShadowX is usually pretty
or is this
patient.
losers finals?
I like the way
We'll
that
know
he
in a
plays so
second.
slow and steady until he's able to get
This
into
one might
that
be
danger
losers
zone, and
finals.
that's when things
I
start
lost
to
track.
get really tricky. Is whether or not he's going to go for strike, whether or not he's going to go for throw,
Oops, run it back.
whether or not the connection's going to time out.
Yeah,
Shit
no, for
happens
sure.
sometimes.
He's
But they
something that
fixed it
goes a
quick.
long way.
This might be
Exact-
losers final.
Maru,
We'll know in
right.
a second because they
Not
have
to
put
the
you
round up on
where
the top.
you belong. All right, that's how it
Mhm.
works. Don't worry, don't stress over the points.
No,
Just
my
play.
Man, these were good matches. I'm glad
no.
that I tuned into it.
So true.
Definitely learned a thing or two.
All right, speaking of just playing, hopefully we can get that going here. Looks like the match is coming through. Shout outs to Gerardo Bones with the subscription. Thank you so much for supporting the house.
It is losers final. So ShadowX player 1,
Here we
Robert's
go,
player
jumping
2.
right into it. Double
They're going.
Rapukin right off the
Oh, I gotta
bat
make the
to
sound effects for you. I got you.
challenge Robert Shurikens, and then a cross
Huh.
for the first blood.
Rapuken. Let me stop.
All right, there we go.
I love how you can hear them typing on the keyboard. It's so quiet.
Oh, look at this. The double jumps trying to bait out.
Word.
That's a great thing about
That's
Hokuto
cool. At
Maru,
least you
right?
got
Being
somebody
able to
doing something
bait
just
out
for him. That's
anti-airs
still
from your
clutch.
opponent. You see Robert just doing that in the corner there. ShadowX
I'll check
with
it
the
out.
just defense.
As long as you allow me to.
Out the gate on those close range fireballs. There's
Oh, there you go. The sound is back.
Damn,
Nice.
tippy top of the fist too. Go balls to the wall, dude.
Storm. Yeah, I'm still playing
Here
her.
it
My
is. We got
subscriptions.
audio
I'm
back.
playing a lot of Tekken 8
I was
Anna.
wondering. I was like, am I going deaf? Is
She's
this
my
happening
character right
here?
now. I enjoy
I can
her.
only hear Jobber, but that's because he's an angel.
She's pretty
you know?
good. She ain't exactly the best character in the game with her, but she's good enough to get wins in with. She's probably better than Tekken 7
Both
Anna
stays on the
by
same
a good
side.
amount.
That
Good
kid is
tracking,
jumping up and down
good frame
dangerously
data,
close
good
to it.
buttons, nice
Flight of
slows.
stairs, bro. A tall flight of stairs.
She don't got too many weaknesses. Man, he's really good at that. That's not the first time we've seen him do that tonight.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, bro, one tumble and it's a wrap for you.
This little girl too.
Eating through a straw for the rest of your life. Right now, Rock's about to get his life depleted here. Other one.
Goodbye,
Ah.
Rev. Nice. Wow, it's a safe jump too? Wow.
That's gonna be the round there for Robert.
That's cheap.
Like, I'm not even kidding. He's precariously close to that ledge.
It is very similar to Third Strike, my subscriptions. Even the fact that you can do... Why did I said the name of the mechanic earlier? I keep forgetting the name of it. But hyper defense. Hyper defense is very similar to red parry in Third Strike. So you can block something
he
and then you
used
can
it
hyper defense the rest of it. And
Just
that's a
like
good way to
the
beat that
best time,
Hokuto
like,
Maru
just
super.
like
Because
right there,
otherwise the
right?
pushback
I'm not
makes it
gonna
hard to
take this
punish.
if I have to, right? I might
That's
as
the only,
well
that's
just
not even the first time
sit
we've done
back,
that this
recover some
tournament.
of
That's the
this
second
resource.
time.
More
That's
importantly,
Mexico.
extend your life.
They
I mean, in
train.
an ideal world, you'd want
Training for that $2.5 million. That's what they're training for. They want a piece of the pie.
That's what you'd want to do.
Good jump.
Ooh, the double
Oh, he
hop.
dropped. He dropped.
Drop, finish.
Okay.
It's all right. Still able to get a little confirmed there with the EX Rage Run.
Rev. He's got to respect it.
Ooh. Jump
See,
right
that's
through
why
the
he's
kunai.
waiting. Because Rev's dangerous.
Ooh, well done.
Good jump. Prevented the command grab.
Yo, that EX teleport.
Storm! He could have JD'd, but it said counter hit,
All right,
so he
Rage
was
Storm
already
works,
committed
and
to a
the
button.
Farthest away Sloverhead you have ever seen. ShadowX getting game number
It was
one
too
here
late to
for his finals.
JD,
Remember,
whatever
this is
he
3 out of
pressed.
5.
doubt about it. But sorry to say, Mai and Andy have got you beaten.
He really hit him with just the tip of that heel.
So you like my kicks, bro? Get a closer
All
look.
right, game 2. It's 3 out of 5.
All right, 1-0 ShadowX. He's like another thing about ShadowX too. His burst comebacks or like just his.
It's because he uses a lot of
extreme
stand
burst
B
when he
and
plays, like, his
down
movement,
B.
his, like,
So
damage
that's why he gets
output.
the overhead to
He'll
work.
go
Because
from playing
he
super
does a lot of
slow, where
stand
it's
B
just
and
like,
down
alright,
B
I'll take my
first.
time, just
And he
defend,
gets you
throw
trained
some
with
fireballs,
those.
and
So then when
the
you feel something
minute
slow,
he
you're like, oh,
closes
I can
the
move now.
distance,
And then
he
you
just
get
does
hit in
like
the head with an
50%,
overhead.
it feels like every time.
Oh yeah. It's brutal. It's honestly brutal. Same goes for a lot of characters in the cast too. Just they have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I mean the
Good double
damage is
jump.
there, right? This game gives you all of your overheat
front.
meter, your rev heart.
But he
meter
went for
speeding
stand
at the
D. He should've gone for
beginning of
stand
the
C.
fight, so it's almost encouraging you. Yeah,
He
go
would've got him.
nuts, you know. Spend a lot of it.
Good fireball. Oh, not. He went from good fireball to bad fireball, back to back. Oopsie. Oops. He's in. Red blow.
Oh, looked like it was gonna be a corpse hop there, but just waking up immediately with the red blow, saying, "Get off of me."
He tried the JD. That time he did JD successfully. He's
I
very
also like
cautious
the
of
TK air
uppercuts.
fireball, too, that we see
I won't
ShadowX
go as far as
for
say
a
he's
lot.
too cautious because he should worry about uppercuts, but he's very, very always aware of the rock uppercut.
That was kind of scary for a minute there. I didn't know what was gonna happen.
That was
Robert
dangerous.
out of SPG.
He put himself in overheat.
Overheated now,
but he took his
still able to
rev.
score throw.
Empty low. He could
Ride
super.
this momentum a
and he
little bit
does.
into a super, not enough to
He might
secure
went
the
to level
kill.
2 super. Overhead. Wow,
okay.
it worked.
It's the overhead.
Caught him jumping maybe. This song totally does not match the stage. You got dudes in spacesuits in the background just floating
Using
around.
that air target combo from Shadow. Shadow, I mean, he doesn't let anything go to waste, right? He's using like all of Rock's tools.
He's
Or
in.
an anti-air.
Nice convert. Level 1.
Dash in, goes for the fast fall. Trying to bait out a reversal, possibly.
Stamp B.
Air with the run
He's
under.
good for those.
Stops the startup of the rev blow. Hold this shining knuckle.
Oh, the pressure.
Danger. 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 He tried the combo.
Yeah, you know,
Oh!
I thought he was gonna be able
Sick
to get a
bait.
juggle. I think maybe both fireballs have to connect, right? Maybe specifically the second fireball has to hit, right? There might be additional juggle points to that.
He got him.
Not
He's
too
dead.
sure just yet, but it doesn't matter. We
Sick
close it out
round.
with the light elbow.
They're both smart.
1-1 right now.
ShadowX.
Round 3.
Yeah, trying to get this 2-0 lead. Both these guys playing for the run back. Remember, just to
He couldn't
get
tell whether it was a
into
cross-up or
top
not.
8,
That's why he
it
didn't
was
go for the
ShadowX up
anti-air.
against Tamago. Tamago came out on
Too
top.
slow.
Teleport
would've
E is
worked.
gonna get stuffed on startup.
Yeah, he was fishing big time. She.
Counter. He can do it.
Damn, that's
Nice. He
huge,
did it.
yep.
He did the right
And I
combo.
like that he walked.
It didn't
he
hit fully,
like,
though,
try
the
to rush
super.
over. Because of the huge buffer inputs, sometimes you'll get the
In
hop
front.
slash
He
instead.
faked the
because
cross
you're already
under.
holding forward, so.
Yeah, that's right.
it's
Oh, able to
happening
get a
all the
counter. It just happened on the 2A.
Yeah, it was too close, so he
The
wasn't
overhead.
plus.
Oh, it gets the confirm off the counter hit. That's clean.
I didn't even know he could do that. That
Dead.
was sick.
He's
That's
dead.
punished. Damn,
Can't drop
ShadowX
your break
making this
ever.
rock
The one
look
time
like
you drop a
strong
break, you
case
pay the
for a
price.
main, perhaps.
What are my thoughts about the game now that's been released?
I mean,
I
he
talked about it a little bit
absolutely is
earlier.
baiting Rock
I think it has a good
and doing
graphical
it
style,
incredibly well.
and it's got a good
Talking about
overall
myself, I
interactivity.
might have to become part of the Rock
So
Army.
those are nice. My biggest
Thinking
beef with the
about it, I
game,
saw a
it's not really like
color
a
scheme.
major
I ran
beef.
into
It's
a
like
rock
a
player on
whatever.
break,
It's like
and it was,
shrug. For real, don't
I don't know if
think
you
about
watched
too
Yu Yu
much what I'm
Hakusho,
saying.
but, or if watched
The
it
combo
before.
system is kind of
But
dry.
There's do you remember
The
when
best
Yusuke
combo
first
for
came
most
back to life?
characters is just do a
And he had, like, the
feint,
green jacket
do an
with
EX
the, like,
move, do
between
another
the light
EX
beams
move,
and
do
the
a
sneakers,
super.
like,
Hooray,
he
you did the
had
best
that
combo,
color.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that
And that's
fire fit, the one
almost
that when
complete
the zombies
universal
started
through all,
back in the
almost the
town,
whole
like, people
cast.
possessed.
Yeah. And he was like, not my
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, he had that
No,
on.
So that's my
That
biggest
fits
issue,
fire.
if you could even
Also,
call it an
I've
issue. It's
seen
not really an
a
issue.
Mai
It's just
with the
more
fit
like
from
my
that arc
observation about the
or,
game's combo system.
For Botan, right?
Botan, yeah, with the
Yeah.
red
It's pretty pick up
leather.
and play friendly.
Mhm.
I will say
jacket.
that. You're not gonna be as
Yeah,
good
white
as
boots,
the
shut
top
up.
ranked
Yeah, I
guys
saw
right
that.
away, but you know,
Speaking of seeing, hold up, Robert.
even if you're not really
with the
that good at
rock
fighting
switch
games, you
himself.
could get this down
Ooh,
eventually.
rock versus rock.
Practice a little bit each day.
Evil rock right there.
Bro, this color is
Have I got a
actually kinda
family? Not
OD.
really, Uma.
That's my OC, bro. That's my middle school OC right there.
That's
Not really.
Shadow the Hedgehog Howard, bro.
My family is the FGC, I
I think
guess.
ShadowX would have colors.
If
for
that
his
makes
characters,
sense.
right? But he doesn't.
That's why I still cover so many
He's
tournaments and
rocking
events
default
and things
blue.
like that. I just like seeing different shit. Seeing what the players do. Damn, he switched to rock.
Jump
That's
on the
rough.
command grab attempt. Do you think you can grab the grab master?
You have to, Pog.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
what you want. You want
why
to have
ShadowX
something
even
where a
default, bro?
scrub could play
takes like 5
against a
minutes
good
to make a
player.
Oh my god.
And,
oh
you
my
know,
god, chat's right. It is
Maybe he
Sonic
might get
versus
frustrated
Shadow.
playing against that good player, but at least he'll have an idea of like what's going on, and he might learn a thing or two playing against a better player pretty fast, right?
Damn.
Just like that kind of game.
Right now, Sonic is cooking, just like Sonic 3, the movie. Bro, I watched that on my flight the other day when I was going to Vegas. It was dope.
Still haven't seen it.
You gotta see it, bro. It's good.
I still don't like
watching it right now.
Ronaldo
What are you
and the
talking
DJ
about?
character,
Let's go. I was just thinking
but
that.
whatever. Everybody else seems to be fine with it, so you know, whatever. Don't listen to this old man. He's old.
Into the EX command grab.
Grabbed him out of the rep blow.
Overhead of his own with the link, but he doesn't get the full extension. I think he wanted super instead.
I don't even think it was a link. I think he pressed.
This is looking good.
Yeah. This swap
Yeah.
has
I
been
just
working
figured, you
out
know,
here so far
and
for
I got a little
Robert.
annoyed
I
when
mean,
like
not out of the woods
you know
yet,
people
right?
were
Shadow's
agreeing with
still
you when I made a
sitting
video
at
about it. I was like, I
set
think these
point.
characters are fucking stupid. And then a week later, the game came out and people were
he
like,
is
yeah, this
all
character's
that he
fucking
is.
awesome. I was like, what the fuck? No, he's not.
Knockdown.
No, like, haha, he looks like
Why
Max.
is, Shadow
Who gives a
X
fuck that he looks
wearing
like
a Sonic
Max?
skin?
He's a fucking dumbass DJ.
Just to throw you off. You know,
Why is he even in the
you know,
game?
players can't play their characters, right? They use the name of a character, but it's a different one. I guess it works for colors too.
Uh-oh, there's a shiny knuckle though. This is some good momentum now, and the command grab.
Oh, that's punish. Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's already died down.
He
I'm the
break-
only idiot that still
Oh, this is
complains
it.
about them. Everybody else
It's
seems to
just
be
enough.
happy right now.
There it
I'm the only one that
is.
still complains
Alright.
about those two characters.
Robert
Nobody else cares
stabilizing,
anymore.
getting himself a
People
game
think
in this losers
people
finals.
actually think Salvatore is cool.
We like to hear.
You may look like me.
I like it. The swap to rock working out incredibly well here. I mean, maybe all you really needed was just some bigger buttons, some bigger confirms, and access to
Yeah,
that
you know
command grab,
that
right?
guy
'Cause
sucked
command
because they
grabs
took him
have
out of the
been getting
American
Robert
version. You talking
a
about Norimaru?
lot of
They took him the
miles.
hell out of the American one. They were like, you know what? We're not even playing this
It's
character in the
like
game. We already know he's
change the
lame.
scenery, right? You gotta,
And he sucks. He's not even
my man
good.
Tyler the Creator once said sometimes you gotta close the door to open the window. And it looks like that's what Robert might have done, right? Open the window to victory here with this Rock Howard. We'll see. Shadows, you know, he's not gonna go down easily.
No, absolutely not. One of the best out there.
Ready? The one girl in the way in the background looks like Poison to me. You can't see her right now because she's blocked.
Pumpkin. Taking it real slow. Shadows just throwing out normals there, trying to catch maybe a dash up from Robert, but Robert's been chilling. You know, he's been walking back really.
Whoa. Was
Yeah,
that
walking
intentional?
back, setting out fireballs, and really approaching with short hops.
He ran to the other side, then he just did a rage run. Came back the other way. Crisscross.
Oh my god, dude, that felt like it was instant.
Okay, catching the back dash there with the close B. Nice just defend.
Good job.
And a wild punish, but the
canceled
EX
too late.
doesn't connect. That's tragic.
Get off me.
I like the black jacket. Black and red. That jacket looks sick. I would definitely rock that.
Oh, okay.
Good done faint. Got a little more out of it.
Reverse anti-air again is gonna help him out. Make a
Rev.
rev blow though.
Good
Get out of
super.
jail soon, and then
It's
there
close
it is,
round.
level 1 super.
Oh, he didn't fall for it. He mashed. That's crazy.
The mash from Shadow. EX command grabs. I mean, SNK learned their lesson, right? They learned what they did with like Iori and other characters in KOF 15. So EX command grabs not really.
Yeah, I think
invincible
I'm the
these days.
minority in that. I kind of can't even stand looking at Salvatore. But again, like I said, don't put too much stock into the opinions of this old man.
Long super.
you enjoying the game, then enjoy the hell
Yeah, I
out of
think
this
he
game
wants to go
because
for
we don't
it.
got too many good fighting games left anymore.
A lot of neutral jumping here from ShadowX as well, trying to bait any kind of approach here from Robert, especially whether it's a rage run or an elbow.
They
Speaking
don't
of
do that
rage run,
enough
nice
anymore in my
connection there, getting
subscriptions.
Shining
That
Knuckle.
the outfits that are
Don't
like
forget
inspired
run-up
by other
throw, too,
characters.
right?
They
Like,
used to do that
run
more
up,
often.
Neutral jump to stop people throwing. That's gonna be it
That's
right
it,
there.
3-1.
Shadow,
All right,
cheeky
Shadow.
guy there. So he goes for the jump B, right? And even though it does connect, he might have felt like he was out
So
of
Shadow's
range
gonna
for,
get
like,
his
a
rematch in
5C
the
to hit.
grands.
So what does he do? Immediately command grab Hill. Goes for command grab. Robert knew that he was done in that scenario there.
They gotta
Shadow's
pay
gonna
for the
take it
$2.5 million
lead
tournament
on
somehow.
eliminating Robert for the bracket.
7
Robert,
beats.
thank you for
So maybe
playing.
they will have skins.
Third place is you.
Otherwise, how
And
are
now
they gonna
that
pay
means
for
all
the
that's left
$2.5
is
million?
Grand finals here. Tamago on the winner's side. ShadowX
Somebody gotta pay
in
for it.
the loser. ShadowX
It's gonna be
has been,
us somewhere down the line. It's gonna be us, or it's gonna be the oil money.
Grand finals runs here in these online brackets. Let's see
The
if
oil
he can
money,
reset
I
the
know it's
bracket against
semi-infinite,
Tamago
but
tonight, who was
still.
able to take him down in a top 8.
Eventually, the
qualifier.
Saudi prince gonna be like, I'm tired of wasting money on the
And it was
FGC.
2-1. So down to the wire.
Yeah, man, it was
Eventually, he's
close.
like, I'm tired of wasting money
This is
on
an
this
important
shit.
set here. So we talked up ShadowX, right? And like how, we know he's going to combo breaker, and we know
That
the
day's gonna be a day
implications
where
of,
we're
like,
all extra
winning
fucked.
an SWC spot, or even more importantly, at this case,
When that
winning
day
an
comes, we're
EWC
screwed,
spot
guys.
for,
It's over.
Fatal Fury. But we gotta mention Tamago too. Tamago, a former combo breaker champion in his own right, someone who does travel a lot.
I mean, they don't
And,
feel it right now,
I
Captain
wanna
19 Planet,
think that
but
he's also gonna
you
be
know,
going to
if
combo
you
breaker this year, too.
just
So,
to
like,
play devil's
if that's
advocate,
the
if you were a
case-
billionaire,
yeah,
all right,
man,
even if
that's
you
the
were a
case, this could very
billionaire,
well be one of the
if you
grand
spent,
finals maybe for
you
one of
know,
those events,
$10 million
He's got that Falcons money. Of course
like
he's gonna
5
get
years in a
combo
row,
You
and you
right?
didn't get anything out of
Yeah,
it,
my
would you be like,
bad.
all right, I'm gonna spend another
Yeah,
$10 million?
Japan,
You'd be like, you
that's
know what? I'm
right,
saving my
bro.
fucking money now.
Be on the
Damn.
Falcons payroll.
Put that shit back into
He's going
401k.
to Evo Japan to win that side tournament for City of
Just
the
saying.
Wolves. That's going to be so much fun, man. I just can't wait to see what everyone is cooking up for that game in that region.
After why? Put that shit right back into 401k. I'm
excited
good.
for everything, all the characters. It just and the future of this game is bright. They've already talked about how they have it planned out for at least
This
3
ain't making me no
seasons
money.
worth of
I'm going back to
content, and
soccer.
they want to do more, so that's going to be a lot of DLC characters. I'm
That's what they're
down
gonna
for
do
whatever
eventually.
guest
Hopefully
characters they
that
wanna put
happens
in as
later
well.
rather
They've
than
already said
sooner,
that
but
more
one
guest
day,
characters
you know,
will come, I believe. I don't think I'm
one day
making
they're
that
gonna
up.
get
They did
tired
say
of
that
wasting
in
money
an
on
interview,
our
I believe,
ass.
that They are intending on putting more guest characters in the game. Love to see a Tekken character show up so we can finally come
guess.
full circle, right?
Okay. I like that too.
I guess Calamity.
I like a
I don't
Tekken
even
character. Maybe, try to think about a fighting game character I'd want to see in Fatal Fury.
Word.
that's
So
not Street
Devil,
Fighter, 'cause we already have,
Devil back kick or Devil back kick
and I'm not gonna say Tekken
points
just
out
'cause you
that
mentioned Tekken,
Duck
but,
King is in the story mode.
Soul
Yeah,
bad guy.
I thought about that for a second too. I was like, do I want to see Soul in this game?
Hey,
I don't know.
It wouldn't be crazy. They got Viking
Yeah.
and Sam show.
That's true. It's not out of the realm.
All right, grand finals, guys.
Definitely not
Set
out of
one.
the realm. Maybe a virtual fighter character.
Should be
would nice.
interesting.
No, Kasumi from DOA. Let's do that. Let's go out the box.
It's crazy how good
about
Rock
Ryu
stayed.
Hayabusa, bro?
Hell yeah.
He's
He got
getting new game
a
soon.
small nerf
Another
in
one.
Beta 2,
Last one was
Yo.
good.
but otherwise he stayed
Another
mostly
one
the
between
same.
these two, ShadowX versus Robert. Bro, do not tell me Ninja Gaiden 3 was
No
good.
Terry's just top 8, huh?
2 was
Interesting.
good. The one
2
that
was good,
made
yeah. Oh, you're talking about the
remastered?
remake. Okay.
Yeah, I had fun playing that one.
Okay.
Was it 2 Black? Blick?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
I still like 3, even if it's bad. But anyway, this match is going to be good. There's the throw right off the bat from Tamago.
Good block. Wow,
Already
that was
see the
really hard
Rev
to
guard
block.
starting to come
Are
out
you
from
for real?
ShadowX, wants to create that space.
How many kinds today?
Oh,
Actually,
Rev
there
guard
was, I think, only
saved him.
one kind in top 8, right?
Save them for getting gripped up.
Isn't that crazy? Especially compared to Level Up Expo that we just watched. I think there was only
They
one
fighting
kind.
outside of Kyne's house at this late at night. Also, how you got such a nice place
Isn't that
and
crazy?
such a crappy place to live? Like a nice house, you know what I'm saying?
We had a lot of rock.
I know, bro.
There were
Man,
two Hokuto
Downtown,
Marus.
I love the background, dude.
2 Hokuto Marus,
Yeah, it's
couple
City in the
rocks,
background.
Hotaru.
Oh,
Marco,
and
there
the
was a Marco.
elbow.
He was
ShadowX
good.
taking a pretty dominating round
Marco
one.
was kicking ass. This was a good
Rival
top
Schools
8.
character would be
They had a
nice,
nice
too.
variety.
I'm all for that. I'm all for new rival schools just in general.
Good job.
Oh,
Oh, the
Another
neutral jump. Neutral jumps, again, I feel almost like a broken record sometimes, but neutral jumps have been ShadowX's bread and butter in a lot of these matches. When the opponent tries to come in, if they want to play grounded, he just goes for a neutral jump and gets a punish with those long limbs.
I'm
like
laughing
JD
at the
on Rock.
Expedition 33 stuff.
Oh, get gripped.
I gotta try to play
You're
it
great for
tomorrow or
just stopping
Saturday
people
before I
running,
leave.
right?
Otherwise, I
So-
won't have played it all this week for you guys. My bad, fellas.
I think we can go for it. The super is gonna clip through the fireballs there from Tamago.
No fucking
Oh,
way.
Man. Hold on. If Tamago can take this, it looks like Tamago
I love
tried to
his
go
rev
for an
guards.
overhead there.
His rev guards are pretty good.
Oh my god.
No
he's
fucking
chasing
way.
ShadowX
He's working
down,
for this comeback.
living on a prayer and a DP on the other
He might have
side.
tried to
It's
safe
gonna
jump
work.
there. He might have tried to do a cross up safe jump,
Didn't
something like
even
that.
go for the break, just sent the full on DP. ShadowX taking
Yeah, pretty
game
good.
number 1.
I think I had like 150 or so people watching it, something like that. Kinda.
Brutal.
It's a fun game. It's good. I get why people like it.
Let's see. Right back to the lobby. Maybe just taking a little bit of a breather. Definitely not swapping characters. Or possibly wanted to swap where the SPG was?
Yeah, that's a thought process. Do you hold on to it from behind? No, putting it
Oh,
on.
TNS See the
point?
Wolves is
Nah,
also
I think it
live
might have
today.
always been this
Interesting.
way.
There's a lot
I
of See
think
the
it was
Wolves
always
going
a-
on.
I think we just wanted a little bit of a breather.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've seen what happened with Tamago last time they played, right? That second kind of gave him some extra time to run things back. So
Nice grab.
God. Dude, she's so fast. How am I supposed to keep up?
It's honestly crazy.
That is tough.
Wow.
Word. Yeah, that's good. The See the Wolves category strong right now. TNS. Who else? Chris G. Cloud, right?
All right, double Repukin again. Oh my god, we are just sending out these fireballs, trying to force
Me,
Tamago to come
I'm in the top 5. Thanks, guys.
Full target combo on display here.
Snake Eyes. Yeah, Snake Eyes streams have been going
check
good.
for
Mike Russell
Tamago.
stream is doing good too. I was laughing my ass off watching Mike Russ the other day. He had jets flying over his head while he was playing. I said the F-16s were coming for him. He started
Raging
cracking
Storm
up.
again, dumping both bars here, trying to secure this round.
Yeah, Paragon today's got Tekken, so I want to watch that next.
Down for
And then
ShadowX
if
on the verge of a
the
2-0.
TNS is still going on, I'll check that out afterwards.
It looked like that was all Tamago, right? But ShadowX was able to subdue him at the end. What a cross under.
Yeah, but I mean, the downside here now, Rome, is that ShadowX is going into
They both
this
have a real
without
strong
any meter,
mind
right?
game.
About to build up one bar in just a second, but
grab.
Tamago sitting on 2
Spending a
fat
lot of
stacks.
EX. Uh-oh.
Fortunately for him, that
What move
that
did he
DP
want there?
recovers in time, so he doesn't have to.
Maybe
deal
he
with
wanted
a tower on the way
Fireball?
down. Oh, he's fishing.
Damn.
time.
Nice confirm. Storm.
Cross up not working as well.
Ref
as
guard
they were
again,
before
pushed
for
him out.
Tamago, especially now that ShadowX is also
That would have been sick.
utilizing
Did he try to
that
uppercut?
Rev guard.
Or did he actually try to grab? I wonder if he tried to uppercut and grab came out. Duff. Nice.
Back,
Damn.
bro, with the 2B.
This guy
I mean,
got the
that's
brains
classic
and
KOF
execution.
Stuff. I mean, or classic like Street Fighter
2-0.
stuff, right? Is catching your opponent walking backwards.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was laughing my ass off watching Mike the other day. That shit was too
Right,
funny.
ShadowX 2-0.
It was extra funny
He wouldn't
because I
have it
left
any other way,
my
right?
stream
I'm
on
sure he'll do
accidentally
it.
for like
He's
10
always the kinda
minutes.
guy to just
And
bring
so
things
somebody
back
came
when
in the
he
stream
can.
chat
You see him
and
in
they were
the
like,
chat,
Spooky,
yeah,
your stream is
L
still
ever
live.
happen?
And then every time they heard me
Nope.
laughing, they were also laughing. That shit
Yeah,
was
but I mean,
funny.
again, we talk about how this egg does not crack under pressure.
I mean,
Isn't quite
Miguel,
under
there's
pressure
no-
yet.
there's no
That doesn't
DOA for me to
happen until
cover.
We get to the reset.
Nobody does a DOA
Yeah,
tournament.
that's when he turns things up, right? He's like, let me
I wouldn't mind
show you
watching a
how
good one if
brilliant
there
I
was
can
one to
be,
watch,
you
but
know?
no, for real, nobody
While I
does DOA
scramble
tournaments,
you.
bro. No one.
And fry your ass sunny side. I don't know. It's egg.
I also don't know shit
It's
about
not even
DOA. You know what I
breakfast
mean?
time yet, Rome. It's midnight.
At least this game, I played beta
It's
1, I
breakfast
played
somewhere.
beta 2. You know, I played a little bit of it when it came out. I was there
Okay,
during the previous
Tamago.
events. At least I know what's going on. DOA, I know nothing.
The rounds that
I know they
Tamago
have
wins, he
holds.
seems
That's
to
about all I
win
know about
far
DOA. Hitomi
so
has big
far in
moves.
this
So does
set.
Kasumi. That's about all I know about DOA.
Bro, I'm about to get some huevos rancheros in the morning, bro.
Oh, bro.
Man.
Raging Storm.
No, I'm good.
Toss
My
rats in the
subscriptions, I'm
pool,
good.
Rock.
I don't run tournaments anymore. I learned my lesson already. I'm just gonna be an old man now and enjoy other people's
nice run
tournaments.
under.
There's plenty of them to watch.
Yeah, ShadowX is getting frisky with those haymakers, just throwing them away.
And the FG jump throw was beautiful, catching ShadowX, who thought the cross-up was coming. Tamago's been just going for the cross-up under almost every Oki situation.
Bring DOA that
For the
Saudi
wild
money.
punish,
Those
not
guys
a lot
don't
of
like me.
damage. That's all right. We take what we can get.
You ever see me at a Saudi event? Those guys don't like me, bro.
Yeah, okay, that's just
There ain't
about
no
the
way. That
fourth
ain't
time
happening.
so far. In this one game alone, Tamago has whiffed punish Shadow just by running up, using that fast run speed. And again, he does it. Running and stopping in front of ShadowX. I don't know if it's because ShadowX is pressing a button or maybe
You'll never
ShadowX
see
is
me at
looking
one of
to
those
throw
Saudi
attempt
events.
there.
That shit
But
will
here's
never happen.
the guard cancel combo. You do see the scaling from the guard cancel though coming through. Okay.
Again. Def?
Uh-oh.
Wow. Shadow.
Reset point coming your way. ShadowX.
The way he uses
Clean
the
with
stand B is perfect. Too good. He gets so much from such a quick button.
Incredibly proficient play here from ShadowX, on the verge of pulling it off. It's a good start. Counter hit. Creating a little bit of that space.
Every time.
Oh, the timing.
Say goodbye to your back.
Crazy, bro.
Impeccable.
Reaction.
Stop.
Could that be the chain reaction that Tamago needs to bring this back?
You gotta put it all
No,
together.
no, that's not safe.
big start.
But he dropped the combo.
What's so many light normals? DP's gonna win.
God damn, the JD. The JD again.
Momentum. Oh, the just defend in the air. Both of them pulling out all the stops, bro.
They're gonna need to. ShadowX has a bar though, so any
Yeah, but
confirmed
Japan's a
turn
different
into
world,
big
bro.
hit.
Japan plays anything.
Never
Japan
mind
still plays like
Tamago with
Hokuto no
the
Ken and
chase down,
shit.
catching them finally
They only
cementing
have
the
like
game
12
in the
players,
grand
but they still play
finals.
Hokuto no Ken.
And like I
Good luck
said,
finding
that could
Hokuto
be
no
the
Ken
chain
tournament in
reaction
America.
that
You'll never see
Tamago
that shit.
needs. I believe their winners final set, they did bring it back, reverse
All right,
3-0,
2-1.
right?
Yeah, definitely happened, bro. I'm still weak from that.
That one was so perfectly timed. That's the one I need to clip, bro. That one was so good. All of them were great, but that one was like perfectly timed with the siren.
Bye. Oh, big jump. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of animal that is. The pet that she has.
Ooh. Yep, this is Tamago.
I know ShadowX is getting
Whoa!
eaten alive here, but I loved the idea
What
that he had of
timing.
the forward roll while holding on to the rev guard, meaning that it wouldn't matter if you got corpse hop, you would block either way.
Yeah, that's a really good answer, right? Rev guard does protect you on both sides.
That reached? Holy
But
shit!
it's
Nerf
different. I
Farsi.
think that's what deters people. They're afraid.
I'm just
of the-
kidding, by the way.
because
But
Rev
for
meter is so
Nerf
important
Farsi,
in this game, and
that
I
really
get
worked.
it. If you hold Rev guard down for so long, but your opponent does nothing, you're essentially just burning meter.
Damn, he did the OS. Bro, how did they learn all this shit so fast? Half that shit is like training mode
Finish
stuff.
there, dropping the elbow.
The rev guard jump OS, that's insane. I'm telling you, these guys are trying to win the $2.5 million the way they play.
And the overhead able to connect once again. Also, one of the only rocks I see really utilizing that overhead.
Mm-hmm. I feel like every time he's wanted to use it, it's worked out in his case.
Stand B again. Cross up miss. You thought you could roll? You thought you could roll out of here, girl?
5B, 2C.
Can't run away from this. Good chase. No, no.
Oh,
he didn't want that.
wow. I do not know what
He
that
not
was
want
from
that.
Tamago. Maybe he wanted a fireball, but somehow just
Maybe.
got run DP.
Damn, again, he used the rev guard. What's
And
up, piece of
that
shit? How you doing,
Yeah,
bro?
that is a reset. A little anticlimactic on the reset there.
No
but
kidding,
reset
Han. For real, their
nonetheless.
defensive execution is just as good as their offensive execution. The fact that they're using so
You
many
should
of the
start over.
strong
That's
high-level
exactly what's
options
about to
select so
happen, baby,
quickly
'cause
is
this Grand Finals
impressive.
reset, Shin Grand Finals, if you will, it's about to go down.
Set 2, guys.
Hell
It's the final
yeah,
set.
brother. It's what I'm talking
Yeah, I know. I think it's a
about
great
here,
name
the
too, Red Guy.
final set. They're jumping
I also
right
think it's an
into
excellent
it.
name.
Don't
What's up, the
break
stars
the-
aligned? By the way, I just saw your comment. How you
Yeah,
doing?
we know what we need to do. It's just a matter of getting there first.
How's it
right?
going, my
Getting to
friend?
the finish line before the other one does. Both these players obviously capable of doing the ShadowX, resetting the bracket here, forcing Tamago's hand.
Double replicate. Nice. Full combo.
Oh, what a check.
Got out of the command grab.
Nope.
Then they both have a strong mind. Wow, really strong mind game from both guys. Cross up, denied.
Oh, 2A.
There's the OS. There's the
I
OS.
can't. And
You
every
can't
time,
run away
dude, it's
from
just
this
like,
rock.
She's just out and then immediately in. And
I
you
mean,
just have to deal with it.
You can't run from
One
this
of the
rock.
big things that's allowing Tamago to, when he does get an edge or he does get some really solid confirms on ShadowX, he's getting a ton of them off of those corpse hops. ShadowX just consistently
I can't even really call that a
rolls
corpse
forward on
hop. That's a more like a, it's like a little like an offensive OS where if they
Fish.
roll, you'll chase their roll,
Yeah,
it'll
something you might definitely
autocorrect,
want to change
and
up,
then
right? Just to
if they don't
enable
roll, then
some
you're in.
more of a foundation in his own right, just to kind of look out for what.
This is why they're both in
Tamago's
grinds.
trying
They're
to go
using
for,
some
'cause clearly
expert
it's
level
working out
stuff.
every single time.
He spent a lot of EX. He's got to chill. Staying ahead of the other guy on Rev when you can. It's nice. It's not a thing that you got to think about all the
yeah,
time, but
fade
if you can
back
stay
there,
ahead of them on
Barbara actually
Rev,
could've gotten
then
the
you put them
pickup
in
on that, but
danger.
Sent out the elbow a little too early.
If they try to
I wonder if
combo
he
you
could-
out
had enough
to make the
time to,
comeback
like,
happen, they'll put themselves in
Elbow and then
burnout,
like DP.
overheat.
I think he could, right? Similar to Terry, how Terry gets like a crack shoot or like a fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Storm.
I think that's the case.
See, same scenario.
Wow, he
Now he
great.
can spend bar because he can get the kill.
Take this.
He was ahead of Tamago in Rev that whole round, pretty much. That made a big difference. Tamago with 2 bars. ShadowX, he's empty. Jump B again
ShadowX.
into the
What a-
stand
The
C.
neutral jump, dude.
He's hit that so many
Stop
times.
sign, bro. Jump B. And you see he's playing like he'll advance up for a bit.
No,
and
he
then
missed the
minute
combo.
sees
He tried to do
Tamago
down
start
C.
to,
He got stand C.
do anything, press a button, maybe throw a fireball. He'll just slowly go back to that like neutral position because he's trying to catch him.
Rev.
I'm gonna be real, bro. He plays this like KOF 15.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
This
bro.
is still
You're definitely
Tamago's
on the
round to
money
win.
He
there.
plays just like KOF 15.
Almost.
And it's
He tried to
working,
sneak under
fadeaway
it.
jump shot
Upper.
again.
Still can block.
Sure. I can't wait when people start punishing rev blows with like super on wake up. That's gonna be good.
It's hard to do, but you could do like a single button into super, like stand B, and then super
stand
afterwards,
B.
and you'll beat the Rev blow
The
that
big
way.
boot,
But that's
is
very,
a
you gotta have complete
massive,
awareness. That
massive
stuff. It's
whiff
over.
there.
Level 2.
Tamago should be able to secure the kill off of this with a level 1. It's enough to
Damn,
do
he didn't
it.
even need a level 2.
Saving this meter
Insane.
for next game, huh?
Was it
Yeah, might as
ignition
well.
gears
We
level
didn't need
1?
it this game.
Yeah, ignition gear.
Right, ignition, red line, and then hidden gear. All right, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I know red line and hidden gear. But
Hey man, be careful. Be
3,
careful saying that.
2,
Somebody might get upset.
1, ignition, fire.
So apparently, someone was like when I was commentating a level up, they were like,
yeah.
they were like, oh, this guy is clearly in the pockets of the developers. Who says the actual move names? I'm like, yo, we're just complaining about anything these days, huh?
That's right, bro.
Man,
Like,
if you're a
imagine
rock or
not
Hotaru
saying
watching this, you
red
definitely
line,
you
bro.
can
We're
learn
just
so
always
much
saying
just
level
from
two.
the way they utilize their
About a guy
buttons
who works for us again.
and the
That is
defensive
kind of
tricks they
wild,
use,
right? It's crazy
both
how
guys.
it works out there.
You could definitely learn a lot from this.
Alright,
This is almost like a
comes
blueprint
through.
for being good at rock.
Like, yeah, he is in the pocket of developers. What do you want to say?
Sure thing, buddy. Right now, ShadowX is in
Jump
the
C.
paint right now, though.
Oh my
That's
god, yeah,
tough.
he
He's
is
cooked.
in the pocket of Tamago. What a round in his favor.
Crazy. Spread your wings, young man. Looking to fly.
Elbow. Good back dash.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
okay. Took a few games, but Tamago figured it out.
I like the combo that he uses there. He does
Tried to
2
go for the
EX
cross-up,
and then he
jumped
does a
little. That
regular
was weird. Didn't have the right angle on it.
reflect
This time
before he goes
overshot
to the
the
super.
jump and
He
gonna
gets a
get
good amount
punished
of
for it.
rev meter back for that
Close the
one.
gap with the elbow. Love
Makes
it.
me think of the old preacher routes from Beta
I like the
1.
double light kick pressure.
Very
double light
frugal.
kick into the
You end up
rage
with
run
like only
low.
spending 20% rev,
Yeah,
something like
nice.
that.
Oh, we're scrambling a little bit here. Didn't believe
sweep.
and they confirmed, so just canceled right into Fireball. And again, that low altitude air EX Rapuken.
Low profile. Chip. Damn, that was
Great
cheap.
ShadowX is doing stuff that you don't see other rocks doing.
That was cheap.
Yeah, he deviates from the flowchart really well.
Yeah, Rock's pretty solid, Umbra. Strong character right now.
He is
Both these
doing a
characters are
lot of,
strong
like,
right now.
yeah, again, like right there, you
Both
saw
pretty good.
the cancel from the rage run. He cancels
To
the
say
rage
the
run
least.
low. Immediately, Rev excels into the EX Rapuken. He does a lot of TK EX Rapuken in the air. When normally rocks, you'll see them do like a full jump back and throw it out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shadow, he's always kind of played characters in his own way, right? I feel like, and we're seeing him do it with The Rock. Of course, it's going to be more pronounced because we're used to a
Jumpy.
lot of what, like in this short amount of time, we're used to what Rock players are
Both guys, the way
consistently
they use their
looking for
jumpy is
and
good.
trying to do. But ShadowX is like,
If
nah,
you try to
nah,
be
I'm
smart
him,
and
I'm
run
different.
under, it'll cross you up
Let
anyway.
it go.
Yeah, like we said, he plays this game like it's KOF 15 with a little
And if you
extra
commit to
bells
like
and
a jump
whistles,
D
right?
or a jump C, you gotta press the button a little bit earlier to get the
So
hit.
Abraham.
That takes away
Oh.
your ability to JD and anti-air.
What a
Versus the
nasty
way they jump,
crossover.
they're jumping and they look at the JD something, and then only when they don't see something, that's kind of when they press that jump B on the way down.
Yeah,
It's
check
a
you
very
for 2A.
advanced way
You're
of
not getting
thinking
out
when
of
you're trying to
corner
pressure
yet,
the opponent's C.
but escapes anyway, just kept holding up.
Allows you to
until it
sometimes turn their
worked.
anti-air game off.
Now it's Tamago, who has ShadowX's back up against the
No,
wall.
Terry's good. I was even saying
Even
earlier, I was
after the
surprised it wasn't
scaling
Terry in
from
this top
Command
8.
Grab, I
Terry's
feel like
pretty
she
strong.
Still has a lot of damage off that. This is
And he
going
hits
to
like
be
a grown-ass
dead rock
man.
yet
He's a
again.
bully.
All it takes is one DP miss.
He hit so hard.
Tamago, though, he ain't gonna miss. He's like Mellow, baby. He's gonna hit it.
Crazy.
Both him and Rock got nerfs in Beta 2.
Again with that neutral hop.
Terry
JD.
lost his
money
EX
maker.
Burn Knuckle into EX Crack Shoot. It used to be a true block straight you couldn't interrupt without doing. Why do I keep forgetting the name of the
Oh,
mechanic,
yeah.
the red parry mechanic?
Gotta lab
Oh,
all
it's
the hits. She
hyper
gets 3
defense.
hits
You couldn't
per
get out
DP.
without hyper
Some
defense.
characters
And
only
also, I
have
think it
one
was
DP,
plus
like
on
Boss
block
Reaper,
too,
right?
or
You only have
something
to
like
block
that.
one hit.
I think that was a
Other
while
characters,
ago.
They have multiple hits, so you gotta always just defend. Always swinging.
No, Terry's good in this game, Umbra. You don't gotta worry about that. Trust.
Yes, command grab does have scaling.
Storm.
Oh, you actually
tried the
could
JD,
have
I
just
think.
defended that. That's really the only way to
Yeah, the timing is
actually
strict,
not
though.
get hit. Is to just
timing
defend
is
those
strict.
Raging Storm hits in the air, and then you can get a punish on it.
Up, or if you're lucky, it'll just, yeah, like you said, you'll get a punish, but it'll just push you out, right? So you'll just defend, it'll
Cross
push
on
you
the
out. You
deny.
might not have to just defend anymore. You wait for the recovery.
Legs.
You deal with it.
Everyone always stand blocks there. I get it. They're trying to do a punish or something. Whoa, the fireball
Ooh,
trades.
That is an
That was
unfortunate
insane.
trade. The meaty fireball coming
himself in
through.
overheat, but he's still coming
Tamago
in.
sending out
He's still coming in.
everything, going into overheat
Tamago.
to take game 3 off of ShadowX.
You can.
Damn, he said I'm willing
I
to put
believe.
myself through
I
hell
could be wrong.
just to bring you down with me.
If I'm wrong, my bad.
That's what we like to see. Tamago set point here.
Anybody else, okay?
Damn, what she said? She was yapping, bro. I ain't hearing none of that.
Oh yeah, one thing too in this game, doesn't she have a crush on Rock?
I think so. And Rock has a crush on every girl in this game.
Hey bro, me too.
Rock took one look at
Man,
Beat Jenny
no, I
and
don't
was
know
like,
how
damn,
Andy
girl.
does this. Juan came up in the chat. What's up, bro?
Oh, he dropped.
He knows the story. He's been on the receiving end.
Alright, nice for the DP break. Hard knockdown in the corner. Oh my god, you're dead.
Me too, Valiant. I said that before.
Clock it.
But we gotta wait till
Another round for
season 2
ShadowX.
for anything like that. That's probably gonna be a while.
Wait, hold on now.
I don't believe.
Season 1, I don't even think all the characters are out by the time of SNK Championships, unless I'm wrong. They might be out by then, but...
All right.
I mean,
Even in overheat here, all ShadowX
Cooked.
needs is one touch.
This is scary.
you don't
This
believe,
is really
right?
scary. He could die. He could die right now.
I might be believing a little bit.
He's
that
guard
guard's
broken.
gonna get
He's guard
broken. I believe.
Oh
Level 2?
my god. Immediately into
Oh, he
level
didn't have
1,
enough
though.
meter for level 2. That sucks.
Because there is a lot of skill on the guard
Storm!
crush.
Oh,
Blocks
the Rev Guard.
Raging Storm
The
from
Rev Guard to present the chip.
Tamago.
That was smart.
I believe the whole time, bro.
I don't know the order.
Wow.
I forgot. I just know it's
Jobber
Andy
bringing his
Joe.
talents from Curse
I think
and
Andy's
Reno
next. I think you
all
got
the
that one
way
right. I
here
know
to
it's Andy
Curse and
Joe,
Shadow, perhaps.
Ken
Tamago's
Chun,
at set
Mr.
point.
Big is last, right?
Tournament point as well. Why are you all mad? I believe the entire time.
Where's the umbrella, right? To just come yank him off the stage. See, you gotta believe, bro.
I couldn't tell. Was that a short jump or was that a regular jump?
Ooh, okay.
I'm just wondering what homie was saying earlier. He was like,
The
you can't
link?
JD on the
Yeah,
short
if it
hop.
was
Maybe
beta,
he's
that
right.
would have connected.
He could be correct.
Hold a run under, catches the ankles with the 2B.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Keep up.
Storm. He kept it frugal.
Still not over.
Creating a little bit of that space, just trying to give Tamago room to run in. Yep, saying run on in so I can go for that JB.
Another close
Keeping
game.
it simple too. I like that he's doing the rage run lows.
I think that
They get
Chun
damage in,
will
but it
be
also
pretty
puts
cheap,
you at, like, a
probably at the
standstill where,
start.
like, it's not gonna knock you down. So what are you
They
gonna
just like
do next?
KOF.
Are you gonna try to press for
Mocap.
control? You're gonna look for a throw.
Also, KOF was
Tamago,
cheaper to
Shadow
have
X
and
gives you different
maintain
options to figure out
than
how he wants
Street
to
Fighter.
get the
Street
next
Fighter
move
cabs
through.
are
Also,
actually,
it's
especially
sick
back in the day,
confirmed
a
far
legit
range.
Street Fighter cab was actually pretty expensive. Versus a legit Neo Geo cab was cheaper, and then you could also pirate.
He's making it.
I'm not gonna call
He has
anybody out in
super meter
particular,
up
but
in
you
the
could
clip.
also have a pirate cart and pirate cabs. It
They're
was easier to
available now, so the
pirate.
next confirm is gonna
So,
do
you
a
know,
lot
you
of
see a lot
damage.
more
Might even be able to
KOF
kill with the right route
just 'cause it was
in here.
easier to
Raging
pirate.
Storm.
Let me
Let's
tell
do
you
it
about
again?
Neo Geo piracy. Since we're talking about this shit, that shit was
He already
crazy.
used up
Okay.
all his resources
This
there.
is how OD
And
Neo
of
Geo
course,
piracy
chat,
was.
why
SVC
would we
Chaos,
not
you know that game,
go
SNK
to the
vs. Capcom
final
Chaos?
game
I
between
played
these
that game
competitors?
4
It
days
had
before
to
it
come
came
down
out. I
to
just
this.
downloaded the ROM online,
Final
loaded that
game.
shit in Neo Geo England, and
Final
played it.
round.
Before it was
After
even
an
out.
insane
I was like, no way,
performance
this
in
is fake,
winner's
right? I
side,
downloaded it just to
or
see if it
in
was
the-
real.
in the
It was
first
fucking real.
set of grand
Even I
finals,
couldn't
ShadowX
believe it.
Dominating. Tamago has really brought
What's
things
going on
back.
into the night?
Mm.
How's it going, bro?
Chat, I hope you locked in those predictions.
This
But
is it,
quickly,
guys.
let me
Final
know who you
game.
think is
No
gonna
matter
win.
what happens, somebody's
Hyper
gonna
1
win the
for
tournament right
Shadow,
now.
2 for Tamago. Your champion will be crowned regardless.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
We'll see who it's gonna be, Jobber.
They even had the hacked version too. They had a hacked SVC Chaos that had all the characters unlocked on the character select screen. You would just go and they were there. I was like, what the fuck?
Defend once again.
No, you gotta put in some crazy code just to unlock them, and you couldn't even pick you couldn't pick the Super Athena. You couldn't pick Super Mr.
Why are you
Karate.
running?
You couldn't even pick those characters. No, this shit was just
Don't
all
wanna run
unlocked.
anymore. It all comes down to this one.
Shit was crazy.
SPG meter for both.
They even had the
too.
modded KOFs too. They had like the fake KOF 99
Tamago's gonna be looking
with
for the
boss
whip on
characters
this
and
one,
shit
so
like that in it.
ShadowX is pressing
What the
buttons
fuck
from
is
that
this?
range. He's gonna be trying to get in. You see that? It's Tamago.
Fuck playing Rugal.
Very
You can play
good.
everyone.
ShadowX was ready for it this time. You are not gonna get me from low.
They tell you some shit like, hey, you're not allowed to play with
So,
Rugal, and then they
point,
will
throwing
unlock
out
like
that
bosses and
RC as
shit. What do you
well.
mean I can't play with the
ShadowX being
boss?
a
He's
lot more
unlocked.
active with the buttons there in neutral. Oh, again, trying to go for that far C. Not going to
So yeah,
quite work.
that's
but
part of
does
why
get a
that's
nice
part of
counter
why
hit combo.
KOF was popular there. It was cheaper even if you bought a legit one, and it was easier to pirate.
Placing those 2B. Oh,
So you see a lot of SNK games
Uh-oh.
in Mexico.
there it is. He was misspaced right there from Tamago. And the ShadowX set point yet again.
Hell, I heard in Brazil. Which console is it that's
There are
still
a lot
big
of
in Brazil
scenarios
to this day?
where
Genesis? Is
ShadowX
that the one I'm
throwing out
thinking
that
of?
far C,
I'm
where a
talking about
far
in
D actually would've
2025.
gotten
They
the
still
ball
make.
first. So I'm curious
Is
if
it
we're gonna see
Genesis?
swap back to that far D as that poking tool.
It could be a
You know he's
different
thinking
one.
about it now. Now that you mention it, I
There's some
foresee it coming.
16-bit console that's still popular out there.
We can't count Tamago out just yet. EX Fireball just to stabilize.
Like they're
Can
still
she
making
convert
games
off of
for it.
that?
That
I think
popular.
she
You're
can,
like, what
right?
the
The
fuck?
heavy
You still
kick,
making games for Genesis? They're like,
reflect
hell
right
yeah, we are.
I think only if it's
Try
EX.
playing this shit. It's sick.
Oh, gotcha.
You play like, wow, actually, you're right. This is sick.
With a clean jump in. Yeah, that super is going
He's
to
got
take
a nice
ShadowX
lead.
out of SPG as well. Put him in dire straits with the cross-up, and this is it.
Final
Rome,
round.
all the way to the very bitter
Shadow's
end.
only advantage is he has an extra meter. That's the only
And
advantage.
why
he got.
would it not between these two
SPG.
sweaty, grindy players?
Take him
here.
out of it or else?
There can only be one
Good
Just Frame champion for
job.
this
He's gonna
week.
take
That's
him out of
already a
SPG
hot start with the
immediately.
jump and clean up with the fireball.
None of that
Yeah,
for you,
he's gonna
buddy.
take her out of
None of that for the
SPG,
rest of this
so
game,
hopes
unless
for
you
level
JG
three
like a
are
god.
Not here.
An immediate response right back from Tamago. This instead is going to put ShadowX into SPG. Empty jump into the throw.
Oh, he didn't keep holding the red block.
Takes him
Uh-oh.
out too. Okay.
Oh, shit. The one time that he fucked that up.
Next hit's gonna
He was
kill,
so good.
saving the meter
Oh!
for it.
Try to go for the
This guy wastes meter.
command grab, but it was
He tried
too
to chase
far
it.
away.
He tried to
We're
chase it. Oh,
scrambling.
fuck.
Level 2 about to build up.
He
but
could have
just
spent
goes
another
for level
EX
1.
because he would have put himself in. Oh my god! That was he put his life on the line with that super. Oh shit!
Dreams of ShadowX, wake up super for the kill, and with that Java, we
That was
have
sick as fuck.
Our Just Frame
Hell
number
yeah.
2 Fatal Frame champion.
Damn, he bet
Betting
the tournament
whole
on that
tournament
super.
On a reversal super. The
Holy
one
fuck.
reversal super we saw all night from Tamago. You got to be kidding me.
All I'm gonna say is
That wasn't
Tamago's
even a
lucky
reversal.
it's
That
not
was he
arcade,
blocked
that
and he
was
just
a
said,
KO
"Fuck it, I'm
47.
supering."
But regardless, he did it.
Roman,
ShadowX
I knew it. I knew you were gonna
goes
say
down here,
something.
Tamago. Good stuff, man. A winner is you.
I'm not
Marcus
even mad.
Tamago
I just think
does
that's
it
just
all the
funny.
way, from a rather rough start in that winners finals, man.
That's right. That's right. An incredible performance there.
Oh
Great
shit! All right,
game.
guys. So that was the JustframeMX tournament from last night. I think that's number 2 that they've done. So this is already the second one. The Star GG4, oh, actually, they had it on the screen. Let me show it to you. In case you guys want to enter 2 and play, the Star GG4 is StarGG/COTW, and he says he's doing it every Wednesday. So if you guys are interested, you can check it out on the Star GG. This is his channel. I'll link him on Twitch if you guys are interested. He's here in the chat with us, but just in case, if you guys are interested in seeing the rest of it, let me do a shout out command for him. You can check it out here. He's also got a YouTube channel that he's been pushing everything out on. Let me link you to that directly. Honestly, he could use some follows. The YouTube channel looks pretty new, so help him out if you want to be a homie. I'll link it to you guys over here on the YouTube, and I'll link it here too. If you guys want to see what's up, you can check it out every week. I'll be gone next week, Just Frame, because I'll be helping out at Evo Japan, so you won't see me during the week. But if you remind me next week when I come back, I'll check it out for you again, and I'll see what's going on and see how you guys are all doing, see how the players are playing, all that good shit. Yeah, no doubt. Good stuff. And good luck on the major. I know it doesn't come till September, so you got a little bit of time. But good luck on that too, my friend. Hopefully it's good. Am I going to be on Tekken commentary tomorrow for Evo Japan? No, I'm helping with the show. But Steve is going to be there for sure. I don't know who else that's a Tekken commentator is going to be there. But for sure, Tasty Steve is going to be there. There's got to be somebody else a Tekken commentator. I didn't see the full commentary list. I'm helping with the show itself. If there's desperation and somebody doesn't show up or something, then I might help with the Tekken commentary. But I think that's not why they hired me. I think they hired me just to make sure that Markman definitely should be on it. That makes sense. Hopefully it's hype. I want to see what's going to happen. Unfortunately, I heard that Arson Ash and some of the guys couldn't make it, which is pretty rough. All right, so YouTube guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check out how far along some of the other tournaments I like to watch are. Let's check where the Paragon's at. Twitch.tv says Paragon FGC. I want to see if they're close to the top 8 or not. Oh, they are in top 8. All right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is for you guys that are watching on YouTube, this archive is going to end, so you guys can go back and rewatch it if you want and see what happened, or you can check out the channel directly, JustframeMX, and see what's going on over there and check out his YouTube VOD. But if you want to hear my commentary and you just joined in, you can check that out. I'm going to check out now the end of the Paragon FGC tournament, and then after that one's over, if the TNS is still going on, then I'm going to watch the end of that as well. So that's pretty much my plan. In the meantime, YouTube guys, thanks as always for tuning in. If you're hungry to see more fighting games, just keep an eye on the channel because you're going to see a new live start up momentarily. I'm going to set up for that right now. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute.